1 o'clock in the morning. And yeah. So it's been one of those things. They gave her some fruit at school. Apparently the fruit did not agree with her.
She got the fruity poopies.
Yeah, man. There's nothing like watching your kid as she walks, she gets out of the car, starts walking over towards me, and she's like, Daddy, my belly hurts.
Yeah.
And then what do? I pick her up and shake her like a 2-liter Coke, not realizing. I get her in the house. She sits down on, she calls it her spot. We have that little fight over whose spot she sits in. But she sits on her little pillow that I gave her.
Sitting on a pillow.
And then she puked mushed peaches everywhere.
I'm sorry about that. I know that's never fun to start any day or any night.
Right. It's and it's kids, man.
It is what
but
it
then I wake up this morning to the radio station has the pukes. Because I mean, literally, I wish I could make the graph show you, but as I get them on the phone, and they outsource everything. So I'm actually talking to cats, somewhere else.
Let's go ahead and do it. Satellite waiting.
But
have you considered our premium package,
dude? But the first time in 6 years, I've got one of the greatest guys on the phone, who's actually one of their engineers. How he answered the phone, how he got on the phone, I have no idea. He was able to use Team Viewer, sign in, starts telling me a little bit about what's happening. But at the same time, they did say something that explained it. He's like, we have updated a lot of things. For instance, we've grown a lot and moved from one building to the next. So we've connected to a whole entirely different server room. And I'm like, yeah, when did that happen? And he's, but about 5-6 months ago. And I'm like, yeah, it was it's like 6 to 8 months ago is when I started having these problems. He's like, yeah, well, we were having issues with not having enough servers, so we had to grow. So let's get this right. Not that I'm trying to bitch, but let's look at reality. I'm a realist. I'm going to yell it if the car goes, then I'm going to have to wonder if it's getting gas correctly.
Or a drive-by.
Check the fuel pump, check the fuel filter. I just look at it as start at the beginning of where it could be, Doc, it hurts when I do this. Well, don't do it. So if I look at the fact that y'all were having problems growing, that would have been my 8 months ago problem. And then when y'all said, well, you show that you're leaving your computer, we show that it's going through the internet, but for some reason, as it's leaving us, it's not going to your domain. Let us fix it on our end. Then that indicates to me that it's messed up on your end. Ever since then, I keep having the same reoccurring problem.
Well, don't you agree? Sometimes people fall on their sword and they don't even know they did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not complaining, because out of 6 years, this is the only problem I've really had is a growth spurt.
Ooh.
There has been times where there's been internet issues, but that's not their issues. There's AT&T issues.
When the porn gets hung up, Yeah,
because you're like you're in between up and
close
down.
Your eyes and you try to get it back. It never works.
Yeah. Well, what stinks on your end is because you're trying to actually get in tuned with a woman's voice on the video.
Oh, yeah.
And as the voice stops,
yeah, and
then you hear the dude in the kitchen going, "Is my spam ready?" It ruins it for you.
No, it doesn't.
No way.
I like spam.
So you're just thinking about adding some mayo as a topping?
No, I'm thinking about eating when we're done messing around.
Oh my God.
Scotty, you have to multitask, man.
I see that.
You have to multitask. It's very important if you're going to watch porn. One, have all of your accessories nearby. Because if you got to get up, if you got to answer the phone and the phone's over there on the table because you don't want to get gooey or nothing, or if you're going to wear I don't want to say a rain suit because that has an intention, that means a condom. But I'm talking about a full-fledged yellow safety lime colored rain suit with hood. Then, you got to have all that stuff beside you. You don't keep getting up and down. It's just tiring when you get old. And I got to tell you, I had a very in-depth conversation. Excuse me, I'm kind of belching while talking.
Wait a minute. I've got one upstairs hurling, one baby upstairs. Don't need one downstairs.
Yeah.
Hurling.
Well,
and that is not an Olympic game.
A friend of mine and I were talking last night.
Oh, and we are on video, by the way.
Yeah. Hey,
as I'm trying to find something to wipe my nose with. I got a snotty nose.
Well, I was really surprised that, like, if you're in a relationship and the woman looks at porn, wow, that got really.
I wanted to hold on. I'm just making sure the number. You know, I redid that mic yesterday, so I was double checking it. Go right ahead there, sir.
Ahead. Well, when a woman looks at porn, the guy.
Hey, penis wrinkle, hurry up.
Well, the guy goes, "Woohoo!" That's
yes,
kind of sexy.
I know.
But if a guy looks at porn, I didn't realize that it really and truthfully does bother the woman, and they consider it to be a form of cheating on them.
How is it?
I don't know. I was so confused.
Let me say what I want to say in censorship. Is it like, say, everybody hang on the key word I'm going to use and minus the analogy. She considers it cheating because the dump truck dropped the load in the wrong driveway?
That is the worst analogy I have.
It's the only way I could use the word.
You said some effed up stuff before.
It's the only way I could use the key word.
Why you're the brother I hate. That makes no sense in any realm other than construction.
It's the key word.
What? Okay. Dump truck?
Well, PDE Trucking has come over here. That would be Patrick Elliott. Okay. Has come over here to
I thought you were making another.
No, reference. He came over here and dumped
PDE.
No, it's one of our sponsors. It wasn't PDA. It was you're getting so confused with all my analogies. So Patrick comes over here and dumps the load of gravel in the wrong spot. Now he put it where it's supposed to go, but I'm using this analogy, Mike. So the girl calls it cheating because the load is dumped in the wrong spot.
Can we start over?
Why are you so confused? Because I was trying to censor it a little bit.
No, listen, I'll do it again.
I bring up trucking and he gets confused.
Girl looks at porn, guy thinks it's hot. Guy looks at porn, girl thinks he's cheating. I said,
is it because the load was dumped in the wrong location?
Well, I mean, when you're looking at
I said it like this, it's just irking you, isn't it?
It's not irking me. It's confusing me.
The key word is where the gravel's dumped.
I know, but we're not talking about literally doing it. That would be cheating.
No, if you're, oh my God.
I'm screwing with you this morning.
What is the end result? Where the load of gravel goes?
Well,
so if you're
the end result is apparently you're gonna go spank it at the neighbor's house. I don't know what to say.
But that's my point. Is it because the gravel load is being dumped in the wrong driveway? Is that why she considers it that way? In other words, don't drop the gravel at all if you're not dropping it in the right driveway.
I just don't.
We got to keep this somewhat clean. This is a sticky conversation.
I tell you what, I just don't understand.
We are going down a dirt road.
I think you're getting confused. If I'm here to spackle the ceiling and I do spackle it, I'm in trouble. But you're thinking if I don't spackle the ceiling, then I would be okay.
Yes, that was what I was getting at.
You're misunderstanding. The point of
why is she calling it cheating?
Why I showed up to spackle is the whole point of this conversation.
No, let's not really get this confusing anymore.
Something came up on the board over there.
Oh, that's something else. Okay. So let me figure this out then. If you're not physically cheating on her with another human being,
right?
Then how is it considered cheating?
Well, she said
other than you're wasting said spackle.
Yeah, but let's just
okay. In other words, if you're redoing your basement and you only have 1 gallon of spackle and you're supposed to be downstairs spackle in the basement, she don't want you upstairs spackle in the bathroom.
Okay, good. But here's the thing is she's not really concerned about where or you see what I'm saying, or the other, it's that you showed up to spackle. if you even go, hey, look, Pornhub accidentally came up on my laptop, you're in trouble. You've been cheating.
That's stupid.
I know.
Because how's that cheating?
That
is almost like two alcoholics living in the same house. You buy a 6-pack and bring it home and drink 5 of the beers.
Mm-hmm.
And then as your other significant other comes home
mm-hmm.
and goes looking in the fridge, you're grabbing the last beer. And it's like, really? Like, you had 5 already and you're not gonna give me none. Is it the not give me none part that's the problem? You know, we're trying to censor this, and I think I'm confusing you.
Damn it, Scotty. I'm a doctor, not a surgeon.
Is she mad because you're not sharing the cookies?
No. She gets plenty of that.
So then what's the problem?
Apparently, me.
Yes, you is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, apparently me looking at others and the thing about it is it wasn't really even the porn word. It was just liking others on Facebook. And then she noticed, wow.
So you're basically telling me in so many words.
Yeah.
I just want to control your life.
Well, yeah, I kind of walked away with it.
Oh, yes. I got it working good now. Check that out. Watch this. So now that top mic is hot. Yes. It's working great now. I figured today might as well be the day that we make everything work.
Technical adjustments. No,
I got from a psychiatrist that I know who's listening.
Male or female? Very important.
Hold on one second.
Very important.
I'm dealing with my wife in the same thing. Okay. Ashley's been busy today trying to She hasn't. Zay is sick and can't take her to school. And if Miss Ashley, our babysitter, cannot watch her, I will have to go upstairs because I can't just let her sit up there.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, man.
No worries.
Well, you know what I mean. It's just I have a show to do.
I know. We'll just play it by ear, not Jacob's ear, because that's disgusting. He never cleans.
I'm just telling my wife, just let me know what you need me to do,
right?
Because she's dealing with it on the upstairs part of it.
Right.
Mike has a girlfriend. What the hell did I miss? That's from a listener. That's from a listener. No, but the psychiatrist is a female, well respected in her world. Said that the woman has low self-esteem.
I kind of went through that myself too. Yeah, I was thinking about that myself. I really was.
Yep.
Because it was like, wow, I'm not cheating under my understanding. Of
wait. So let me look at this. Let me look at it this way.
Okay.
So the girl who has mental issues, apparently.
No, don't do that.
I'm being sarcastic.
Don't do
that. Because I was making the joke about mental and low self-esteem.
Well, yeah,
anyways, my point was going to be is she says you're mentally cheating on her then.
No.
Well, because if you're winking, you're fantasizing.
Well, I wasn't winking. I was just basically on Facebook liking it.
But in her mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I guess you're yeah.
In her mind, if popcorn popped up on your sites, then you've been spanking it.
I think if women think that if you see a half-naked woman or something like that, they think, one, you're immediately aroused, always. Two, that you're spanking it to it, which is insane. I mean, there's just but women do imagine that. Looks like our co-host is here too.
I'm just using that as an example. I'm no spanking authority by any means. You are the grandmaster.
Well, you know what they say: if you've done anything for over 10,000 hours, you're basically a subject matter expert.
Yeah.
But I do want to point this out. I have found in my.
I've never met a porn connoisseur.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I have once. I've stood next to Ron Jeremy at Bite Week, but other than that, there isn't but one other dirty old man I've ever stood next to in my life, and I'm sitting next to him now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
wait a minute. Do you know I just compared you to Ron Jeremy? Do you know that?
I don't. I mean, I was in that industry.
You're taller. He's longer. Y'all are definitely bigger differences between the two of you.
We're kind of a big deal. Does he have the code, or do I need?
No, you'll have to go up there when he comes to the door.
Let me take 5.
But I do recall, you and you know, him having similarities in the
Ron Jeremy, really?
well, just basically because when a lot of girls get around him, they go, "Ooh, he's so nasty."
You know, I have
when they get around you, they go, "Ooh, he's so nasty."
I have gone out with a Pawn Star.
A Pawn Star? Yeah, she worked out at Pawn Mart. Everybody hang on, we're gonna go commercial. We'll be right back. She works at Pawn Mart. Okay, everybody, we got the big mic working apparently.
What's up, man? Oh, God. It's terrible, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. That was funny.
Everything sounded good. It did go out once, but it could have been just where I was at.
Dude, no, it's been going out since 5:30.
Yeah, really?
Like they're signed in now. Hey, would you shut that door for me before you sit down? Because that gives an echo. Come on, Bella. No, man, Shoutcast, their server area, you could, I mean, it was like, dude, it was like watching Mike's heart rate. And it's never supposed to, it's either supposed to be steady or steady.
God, I could go to Shoutcast. All the stations that are with Shoutcast, you can go and look at them in their different formats and stuff. See there's one station that's just fucking killing it, man. I wonder if all of them went down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that would be detrimental. You know, all the stations are basically like us. You know, we're all lumped in the same. But there's one station, man, that like 3 o'clock in the morning, these fuckers got like 50,000. Got like 50,000.
It's only video. I mean,
that's good.
but the big mic is working. I've got it set right now.
Good.
Try saying something right there.
Can you hear me okay?
No, you can just talk right.
Just talk normal.
Just talking normal?
Oh, yeah. Because I wanted to make sure I got it up and over a little more. And it's not in video either, so that works out great. Because what happens is when we go to commercial, you know, we're all backing up. And Mike pushes the mic away. Well, when he does, nobody hears anything. Well, now I kick the big mic on. It has a little bit of an echo, you know, a tinny sound, but they can at least hear. Because a lot of times people on video are going, "Oh my God, I see mouths moving, but nobody's talking."
Well, once all the acoustics are done, and I don't know what you're going to do about these windows and all, but it'll sound a lot better. I mean, it'll be amazing. So, yeah.
Man, I got to figure out what to do with Zay.
Is Ashley not coming or?
Well, Ashley's not answering the phone.
Okay. Well, she will. She knows. It's still very early.
Well, I mean, she didn't know that Zayla was sick, you know.
Yeah, too. Me and Casey will blow it up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say if I have to.
We'll freaking make it the Mike and Casey show. Because my tablet's upgrading. This is the weirdest thing in the world. I got, you know, I don't let Android updates just come in. You gotta, because you get a lot of crap. So this one said, "Hey, you got to restart it." I figure I'll restart it when I get here. No problem. Restarted it. It went through the operating system upgrade. And now it's going through, hell, I don't even know. I've never seen the screen before in my life, but it's optimizing 242 cells. And it's only at like 157. So I don't even have a tablet to do the news. I wanted to talk about the riots last night before we got out of hand, because apparently they're starting to happen all over the fucking country.
Really?
Yeah, a guy from Missouri last night called me and he goes, "Dude, you're not going to believe this, but I'm standing in town and they're starting a riot. I'm about to get the wife and kid." I said, "What are you doing? Go home. Call me from home." So he calls me like a half hour later. I said, "What the fuck you do? Run?" He goes, "Dude, there are fucking people out here, Black Lives Matter shit, and they're fucking tearing shit up."
Yeah. I need to get another.
This weekend, man.
Supposed to be downtown too. Oh, they already had something planned for this weekend in Atlanta.
But you know what? Atlanta. APD right now, my buddy. Brother, just be safe. He goes, "Oh, we're talking about it right now." And that was at like 5 o'clock. They're on it, and they got a lot of stuff. Not done. It's with undercover. They identify the wild ones, the instigator. Oh. That's how they keep these. Atlanta does a really good job. God, if they didn't, can you imagine the devastation?
No doubt.
Because Atlanta is all based on that outdoor, you know, the tables and chairs outdoor kind of thing.
It would really,
It could. God, just think if they went over and started destroying the fox, people would start killing them. I mean,
you'd have yuppies out there with machetes fighting people.
That
all right, we're going
area,
live. Hey, we're back. Trying to get the morning show going. I do apologize for any inconvenience we put on anybody this morning. I mean, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about what the Shoutcast cats, you know, have going on as far as their server rooms go. And then Zaylee is not feeling so good, so I may have to dash out of here and leave Military Mike and Casey. Casey's back today. That could be scary.
It should be.
Yeah, it would be very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can make it happen. Yeah.
Hey,
I just feel bad because my wife is actually supposed to be at work. It's now 8 a.m. She's supposed to be there right now.
well, you know, as much as she works, God, can't she call in? Jesus,
Well,
that woman.
she's the manager though. She
know, but
runs
damn.
the bakery deli, so it's hard for her to.
That woman works too
She's
much.
always there.
That
Yeah,
woman
man.
freaking works too
She's
much.
actually typing right now because we're trying to find out. And see, Ashley Skinner's not feeling good, not sick wise, but hurt wise. She has some pain issues. So it's trying to get a hold of her this morning because it's so unexpected, you know.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
A
everybody's
pukey
family.
child is never expected.
It's all
No.
family. We're all family
Yeah.
around here. This is a just for fun family. I was wondering if you mind if I took Crystal out this Sunday. Don't I date your sister?
Hey, you can
Yeah.
take her out this Sunday as long as I can just take you out as soon as I get near you.
Well, after I go out with her, I don't.
Is there an analogy, like construction analogy for that one?
Yeah.
I mean, I was
did
so
you listen?
confused this morning.
Thank you, Casey, brother man.
thought-
High five, bam.
I thought I was listening to some
Oh,
self-help
thank you, dude,
radio
brother
station
man.
this
You were
morning. I was
there.
checking it out. I was like, well,
If
server
anybody
problem.
else was confused with the dumping of the gravel,
Yeah,
please
the
call
dumping of the
in.
gravel was very
text.
confusing.
I did not. I was just like, huh? Because I mean, I was more like
And-
talking about scheduling the load.
And I know,
you're like,
I know if I was confused, Military Mike.
You
Oh,
know
yeah,
it.
way confused.
Yeah, but you know you have to. You know we this isn't a Grease Man show. We couldn't get totally down that rabbit hole.
we got to bring up the rabbit hole.
I'm just saying,
There you go.
just for fun.
Yeah, I was completely confused.
I
Well,
love it.
as Military Mike says, 3, you're always confused. Put down the Robotussin.
I love it. Please, all complaints direct towards.
It's
Well,
50 pounds,
we
though.
just didn't need a completely sexual conversation, and Mike, you know, was trying to download the conversation, and as he's tongue kissing this
You know they have
friggin' burrito.
Whatever that is.
Oh,
they have therapy
I got it
recovery
deep
groups
down
for
in there.
sex addiction, Mike.
Yeah,
shut up, 3.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
over here
what's
tongue kissing a burrito from
Yeah,
Quick Trip.
it's-
Was disgusting
Mike's
as that is.
disgusting, actually.
Cherry pie, baby.
Yeah, well, you just ruined that song for me. I'll never hear that
Don't
song
ever
the
take
same
that
way
one off
again.
the list.
She's my.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that tongue from the Freddy Krueger movie where it comes out of the phone. That's what Mike looked like, tongue kissing this thing in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want that as a tattoo. Like a phone right here, but a tongue going. That is a great. Oh, see, making notes, baby.
It's gonna be all tatted up.
Disgusting
by the end of the
phone
year.
sex
Yeah.
thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
I'm
You know
never
that.
watching that movie again.
You know, England, the guy who did Freddy Krueger,
Mhm.
is a friend of our family's. My brother and him are friends. He used to go out on a boat with us, you know, and we'd be out there and all that other stuff. And I would screw up and go, "Hey, Freddy," and he'd look at me. My brother would go, "Dude, just stop it." And I'd go, "What, dude? He looks like Freddy Krueger." And he'd go, "Because I play Freddy Krueger on a movie." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I know. What's up, Freddy?" And my brother actually brought me back to my car one time. He used to get the fuck out of my boat. He was so pissed off. Oh, so you know who else we went boating with? Since we're talking about special people that we've gone boating with, I've went boating with Phil Necro before. Phil Necro is the coolest dude on the freaking planet, man. Out of all the baseball,
Besides me.
no, you're 3 and you're on Robitussin. I hope you're not driving. Well, go ahead and drive. I'm parked. The out of all the famous baseball players and all that, yeah, I know Lemke and some other guys, Ron Klesko, Mark Wooler, who sells insurance real estate now and doesn't like to talk about his baseball career. Phil Necro's coolest dude ever. Nuxie.
There's only two baseball players I've ever met that I really liked. One, nobody would realize his name, but he was Preston Hanna. He was a relief pitcher back in the early 80s. He actually lived downstairs from us in Meadow Creek over in Farrington. Super nice guy. Played with his kid, and then one day I noticed he got out of the car with the jersey on. Shut up!
I knew he was
robo tripping.
It was right there.
I was in the 3rd grade, Mike.
You said it.
Come on.
Why'd you say Mike?
Because he's thinking like you.
No. Hey, don't drop your gravel in my driveway, buddy.
So, but then the other was, does everybody remember Brett Butler?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And remember he was going through,
Yes.
he had throat cancer. Well, I was working at one of the Patriots, the football player, one of the Patriots mansion, and we were doing the outside lighting around the playground. So the whole time, the sod hasn't been put down, so there's dirt. So the whole time we're driving in the backyard of this brand new mansion, dirt's blowing into this neighbor's house, and it's not in the house per se, but in the yard was this big wrought iron fence and these rose bushes. Well, all of our sandy-ish dust was going in these bushes. And I kept seeing this friggin' weird-looking gardener every day just raising hell with me. And then, a couple of days went by. Then he's just overlooking the fence to see what we were doing. And this goes on for several days, right? And I'm thinking, what is up with this dude? So when I was leaving the next day, I just kind of pulled up to say hey to him. He had a nice little beard going, a little baseball hat on. I thought he was a Mexican from a distance. He couldn't really speak very well, but I did get it out of him that that's who he was. And I'm like, oh, my God. I've been over here talking smack about this dude, calling him a peeping Tom and a weirdo because he's been looking over the fence. And I thought he was the gardener. No, he was dealing with chemo for his throat, and he just happened to be out there working on his rose bushes because it gave him pleasure. So,
I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I'm going to pull a Scottie and apologize up front. You insensitive bastard.
I tell you, dude, I felt like a heel. I felt like a heel.
Oh, my God.
Because the whole time we're working, I'm like, what the hell is this dude doing? He's just staring at us.
He's trying to survive.
He's just trying to live. The most exciting part of his day was trimming the rose bushes and seeing what we were doing.
And
I was raising hell.
Satan.
He used to live off 141, though.
Oh, stalking him, are you there, Robo?
Yeah.
Say that again. I didn't hear you. This dumbass over here, Mike.
God,
What
man.
about it? What?
You're a
He used
guest.
to live off 141. We actually delivered.
Yes, that's where I was at. Yes.
Thank
moved
you
to,
for
LA.
participating.
All that Medlock Bridge area.
Thank you for participating in our discussion 5 minutes later.
Trying to get a word in edgewise over y'all too.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it a radio show, because we're on the radio.
If we just wanted to stop and hear pauses between conversations, we'd still have Steph sitting here.
Yeah, I could go
Oh.
freaking sell. Yeah.
She gets mad when I do that, by the way. I'm just picking. And Jeff's still trying to talk.
Get a call in, trying to get a comment in.
Yeah.
Y'all two is like Mike getting a date.
Well, yeah, no, far and few between.
With comments like that, now we know why we talk over you.
No, it's a radio show. It's fast paced. We don't have a lot of.
Yeah, and Robitussin does dull your senses. It doesn't dull your throwing arm, though, apparently.
I have one of Scott's sponsors just left, so I just now got the show on, so I missed the first part of your show.
Oh, you didn't miss a lot.
Bobby with KMT came out.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, that's good.
Security.
Yeah, I think I
Definitely.
insulted
I think we're going
Bobby a
to
little
go
bit.
with him.
Good.
Bobby is a great guy, but I think
He really
I kind of insulted him a little bit when I
You
was doing
insult
it.
somebody?
Yeah, can you really?
No,
No way.
would
Yeah.
never happen.
Ever.
Shut up, fuck.
Just because I'm wearing the purple?
I can't. I just.
Wait a minute. Let's just look. At
I know
some-
he's married and all, but
No, he's
I'm
not.
not married.
Oh, you're not?
No, he was.
I was
Quit hitting on
married.
me then.
So let's look at some facts. Today is Friday.
Get some
Yes.
bags.
Hold on.
that is a
Hold on.
fact.
How many nights this week have you been present with a lovely lady?
Every night.
Has it cost you anything besides dinner?
No.
Okay. Mike, how many times you been with some hookers this week?
I'm not going to call her a hooker.
And how much did it cost you?
It didn't cost me nothing. Dude, don't make me say that because if she's listening, man, next month you'll be able to say, Mike, how many times have you been? 0.
You see the difference, right?
One night.
One night with a hooker?
Yeah, well, no hookers this week. Yeah, man.
I loved it. He was
Man,
like,
dude,
this one night.
Dude, you remember the whole low self-esteem issue thing we were talking about?
How many
Please
times
don't
have you
call
been
it.
on Metropolitan this week?
Working? I work for a different company now since you guys wouldn't let me work for Uber and Lyft. Now I work for Goober. I'm a male prostitute.
That was Goober and Lyft. Now I work for.
And people push Goober and I run up to your car.
You run?
Well, I walk quickly. Hey, there's money involved. Money and sex. Unfortunately, I'm giving the money and I'm giving away the sex. So I'm let's say. Is there any way to disconnect him? It's like having a chipmunk in your attic.
He does bounce unless he's wearing his man's ear.
Now, Bounce was the other app that I was developing that you can get away from a crime scene. So if you commit a
yes, please listen to this.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Mike, wait. Casey's already got the giggles. I want everybody who didn't hear your idea for Bounce. I will mute me, Jeff. I'll mute whoever. I need you to quit laughing long enough to get on the mic and do your sales pitch. Pretend you're on Shark Tank and throw us your pitch.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to do my elevator pitch for a new app that I have to compete with Uber and Lyft. I believe there's a big enough market for a third competitor. The name of my app is called Bounce, which is, in hip hop days, that meant to like dance. Then in the 90s, that meant to beat each other up, like go outside and I'll bounce you off the walls. But now and today in 2017, and the reason I say that is that's when I would like the venture capital to invest in me. Bounce is an app. I don't think I'll put it on Apple because, well, quite frankly, I think those people are gay. So I'll only have it on Android because Android basically is cool and people that drink Robitussin can't figure it out. Okay, so Bounce basically is let's say you're in a car accident and it's your fault. You don't have insurance, which is very prevalent. I mean, hell, 43 million people in this country are on welfare. Do you really think they're using their beer money for insurance? Get live, get real, okay? All right, so you're in a car accident. You don't have insurance. You don't have a registration because supposedly you borrowed it from your friend's uncle's nephew. All right, so you don't even know who owns the car. There's no keys in it. The steering column's broken. There's a pair of pliers in there. You've all done this, okay? Now, you get in an accident and the car won't run. How do you run? Easy. You take out your Android phone
or your Boost Mobile or Metro PCS.
Well, it's probably going to be Metro or Cricket or something from Walmart because that's basically my clientele. The really, really fat people that wear.
Yeah, I was fixing to ask who your clientele is.
Yeah, the very, very fat people that wear very, very small clothes.
Or Hispanics.
Show. All right. So you're in an accident.
See you later, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Free up the phone line. So you're in an accident and you can't run. God, people will chase you. Hit Bounce. If one of our Bounce drivers is in the local area, he'll swing by. Now he's not going to slow down much, but he will swing by and you can dive in either a window or you can pre-select an open door or back of a
We just
vehicle.
went down again. Keep going. We're live on video,
I am
though.
not going down, Scotty. I refuse.
No, Shoutcast, dude.
Okay.
Shoutcast. They are
Okay.
driving me friggin' nuts this morning.
So here we are. You've hit the Bounce button. You've selected open door. So one of my Bounce drivers will swing by, slow down to a predetermined speed, generally below 15 miles per hour, because the human body can only achieve about 9 on its best day. So they'll slow down. You dive in the window. You agree to a price and a location, and you're out of there, man. You just bounced.
No, we are dead in the water. No, video's still going, but damn.
Okay. Well, to our video listeners.
Well, I got to go take care of Zay before it's over with anyways, but this just sucks that this is what's happening.
Bad.
So, please give us a consideration for Bounce. I think it'll be a great app.
That is just so ridiculously crazy.
Yeah, kind of.
You were drunk when you came up with that, right?
I'm hearing that it's back up now.
I'm drunk now.
So here's my question: how much money would it take to be invested in such an app?
Well,
and what markets do you figure that you would actually be good at?
I think we could advertise in the Family General, the Family Dollar, the Dollar General.
That would be Dollar Gentry if you pronounce
anybody
it
who
correctly.
has the general insurance, the filings for the, because that basically you pay for insurance. Now, do y'all know how this works with the SR22s? This is what happens is you give them like $50, they send you a card. You don't have insurance. You just have a card. You paid $50 for the card. That's how they insure everyone.
Yeah, but what happens when they run your tag number?
You're not insured. But the general's got his $50, so he doesn't care. He's a cartoon character. Do not take him serious.
Okay, well, can we get back to your sales pitch, sir? How much money were we talking we'd have to invest in?
We're going to need $12 million to start out with.
That's all?
That's all.
We just write you a check.
Yeah. Well, we're going to need $12 million.
Speaking of bounces.
Wait, just so you understand, that's just the startup cost. And then we're anticipating, or at least I'm anticipating, a salary of close to $900,000 a month. So we're going to need an additional $1 million a month for, let's go with 36 months. So in approximately 4 years of me being paid almost $1 million a month, I think that we could probably come up with a viable business model that will be profitable for you guys. What do you think?
Yeah, not going to happen.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
I think I would rather invest in the wall.
If you two
call Pink Floyd and get started
together
on this.
$1 million freaking pesos, I'd be amazed. And that's only like $9. So why do they have these huge currencies like lira in Italy, Italian lira? I mean, you can walk around with 1 million lira in your pocket.
Which is how much?
About $300. I don't understand. Why don't they just drop it down to 5? I mean, 5 lira. Why does it got to be 1 million? You ever see the price tags like in Sicily? I mean, an apple has a price tag this big because 32 million freaking lira. And they do the crazy little
That
L
was
with it.
That was Italian.
Well, I can do Italian. I think we should do.
I'm not sure what it was.
I think we should have the option.
It was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That much is for sure.
On the Just for Fun radio app, I think we should do it in different languages.
I don't think so.
I think we should have.
I don't think I should.
Radio.
I don't think I should have to do that.
Why?
Why should I?
I think we should offer our show in.
Hello. We are speaking somewhat English.
No, we're not.
Somewhat.
So, well, because if I knew I said it English, nobody was going to. So if I'm speaking slangish, screwed up, whatever language this is, it should be printed the same way. It's kind of like me going to the effing ATM machine in Atlanta, Georgia, Conyers, Georgia, anywhere in Georgia, because I'm trying not to cuss. Why should it ask me, do I want it in English
Stop bobbling your head.
Because that's me about ready to pop. I should never. You know what? You piece of craps. Come to our country, speak English. And if you want the ATM to speak Spanish, your dumb ass should find the button. It says Espanol, and I shouldn't have to choose. It should automatically be English. If you want something different, your dumb ass ought to push a different button.
And
what
message.
What about the fact that it has Braille?
Yeah,
I'm all for that now.
I mean, drive up, but wait. At the drive-up ATMs, and it's Braille.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I get this. It's got the little plug-in for the headphones, too.
I'm with you.
Does an i7 have that? No.
I'm just saying. Yeah, we're English.
See, we're in a different language. No,
we're
get this.
English, dude. If you want something special, you should choose something special. But don't try to make it special. It's a fucking ATM machine. There's nothing special about it.
I think it's kind of special. You put something in, you get money out.
I'd like to order a Big Mac. Do you want the secret special sauce? Well, isn't that what makes it a fucking Big Mac?
This is what I don't understand. Seriously.
If I wanted a Whopper, I'd have went to Burger King.
Mike said the word seriously.
Yeah,
so
I bank with Bank of America, which is the #1.
Yeah, that's who I'm with.
Worst banking customer service. You know
but they got great Online banking. That's how I pay all my bills. I like them.
I'm getting jacked with fees. We're about to switch.
SunTrust, man. Their app sucks.
And they're based out of Florida. Every storm that comes up, they get all these.
Well, if you find another bank that's got a great online banking app,
yeah, I do.
I don't like people. I don't want to deal with bank people because they're all dicks. They charge me way too much money. They don't want to answer any questions. Do you know now there's a charge that says that I only get 6 transfers from my savings account to my checking account a month?
And
it's my friggin' account. What do you mean you're going to charge me for transferring money? It's my account. It's not like I'm sending it to Mike's account. But yet $35 a week goes from my checking to my savings. And then when I need to haul some money around, I'll let my savings get up to like 5, 6, 8. I need to transfer 2 back to checking, and it goes, to do this, there could be a small fee. You are only allowed 6 transfer so much. Hey, how about I transfer that shit to my house and stick it under my mattress? Sorry. This needed cussing. I'm sorry. It's like my video yesterday. It's not as funny when you try to censor it. I had to say it. Mike's over here holding his nose. Where did I lose you?
Man, you just went for like 4 minutes without breathing.
Yeah, really
it was a hell of a rant, dude.
I love it when I do that.
And I'm sitting there going, holy crap, I pushed a button, man. And I'm glad it wasn't about me or Steph. If I'm going to get back to Bank of America.
That's who we were talking about.
Bank of America will do fees. And this has got to be illegal. One, what the hell do they provide?
Oh, my God. Hold, please. I've got to read this really quick. Ashley Skinner just sends, oh, God, come on, phone. Ashley Skinner goes, can I write a check for my investment, although it may bounce?
Of course.
Talking about your bounce.
Your bounce.
Yeah, of course. We're not accepting. Look, we're not accepting legitimate checks.
Well, it's not a legitimate company, and Mike is not legitimate. He's too legit to quit.
Don't do that.
Okay.
And he hears the word "don't touch this" all the time, but that's at the strip club.
Well, I say it to myself. It's kind of a self-esteem issue.
Have you ever noticed motocross guys how they got on the goggles and well, I'm going to the strip club, but you got to bear with me while I tell the story. So do you notice that these guys that ride motorcycles and they got on like the Scotch goggles, they have this clear piece of plastic on, and when mud gets on their face, they rip off one, and there's like 7 layers of plastic so they can just rip off one. Well, Mike does that with rubber gloves. And when he's at the strip club, every another nasty little girl he touches, he just yanks off a glove, and there's a whole new one. It's like 9 lives with cats.
Wow.
You like that?
Man, we were just sitting here.
Don't dump your load in the wrong driveway.
We were talking about banks, and suddenly.
Well, he brought up strip clubs.
I was wearing a motorcycle helmet in the strip club.
You might have to. Have you ever?
I'm okay with it.
I've been in Shooter's Alley.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I was in Shooter's Alley. You need a motorcycle helmet there.
They shut down Shooter's
No, they
Alley
relocated it.
I know, but the one in Dorville shut
I know,
down.
the original.
And my girl was bartender there, man. And now she's working.
Well, I used to love it because behind the Shooter's Alley was the Rusty Rooster.
Yeah, man. Dun, 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 dun.
Does everybody remember why Pee Wee Herman was thrown out of the theater?
Yeah, he's in Gotham.
Okay. With that being said, the Rusty Rooster was like that. I found where the women, they say the Claremont is where girls go when they're put out to pasture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, before the horse leaves the pasture and goes to the glue factory, they go to the Rusty Rooster.
Yeah, definitely.
Rusty Rooster was after the Claremont and before the gravesite.
At one time, me and a couple of guys were.
Can you get back to your checking? I ruined it when I said you said stripper.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. This whole story was going to revolve around this one little thing.
Your wiener?
No.
What the hell's your wiener got to do with the bank account?
You got me. Yeah,
Mike's like, he got me on that one.
He didn't even have a comeback.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, don't even say comeback with Mike. A little blue pill.
There's a ton of gravel.
Good for
around
4
my
hours.
chair. Ton of gravel around my chair.
If your stuff looks like chicken and dumplings, dude, you need to go to the same doctor I'm going to. That's not why I'm going, but he's a testicular specialist.
That one girl is over there at urology.
Can you imagine if you went out on a blind date and a girl says, "So, you're a doctor, huh?"
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
I juggle nuts all day.
Wait a minute.
What kind of doctor are you?
Wait,
juggle nuts all day.
Wait, you just said if I go out on a blind date. Why? You know a blind chick?
No, because
Is she
I'd have
hot?
to know a blind one and a deaf
A
one.
bluff?
I'd have to hook you
I
up
hate
with,
those bluff
I'd have to
girls.
hook you up with Helen
Damn
Keller.
Yeah. Anybody read the dog lately? Hey, you know how you piss her off? You rearrange the furniture. That's funny as hell. Wow, really? You know a bluff girl?
I got. That's
You
where
go to
Mike
get-
picks his girls up at the Claremont.
Yeah, so I know a lot
He
of
picks them
girls.
up, puts them in their wheelchair, and wheels them out to the car.
Yeah, I mean, you got to keep my brother Jacob handy.
He's pushing them out to the car, and
Drew, we're talking
he
about
starts
you, man.
singing. They see me rolling my Segway. They call me white and nerdy. I need to play. Need to play that.
Listen,
Okay.
all of this came from the fact that when you go to an ATM, if you go to a Wells Fargo, you put your Bank of America card in there, what happens? Hello, Michael Madsen, right?
Right.
Please put in your personal identification code. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Comes up. What's the next thing that comes up?
And not you.
Would you like it in English or Spanish?
I'm telling
What?
you, and that's what pisses me off.
You know all of my banking information.
Right.
You know everything I've
How
spent
do
money
you not
on
know
in 50 years.
What I speak.
But suddenly
That's
I
my point.
changed nationalities.
That's
you
what-
idiots.
My card already knows that I'm a white asshole, and it should be like, you know, in my case, it should be like, yo, what kind of money you want today?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Come up with
I
something.
want it automated too.
I do too. Let me ask you a question. When I go to McDonald's, why do I have to go through this shit again? Why can't I just have something scanned that has my choice on it? How hard can this freaking be? Automate the damn system. Jesus, I ordered the same.
Well, let's look at
freaking
facts.
thing.
I get on Facebook and it shows me what I just looked at on Amazon.
Right.
If you can do that, then I should be able to pull in and just look, you're going to take my ATM card anyways.
Yep.
Why can't I just go zip, zip, and it go, here's your history.
Right.
And I go, I want the
Same
same
thing
that I got last time.
I
What
mean, Facebook, you know, anything
Jesus,
you browse is
man.
going to show you ads on the side there. You
I know. And
That's my
Pornhub,
point.
you know,
At least you got to go back to that.
just got to be careful, man, because you don't want to go to church and let somebody borrow your phone. And
Isn't that sad? Mike goes to church and he has to worry about when he
If
hands the
someone's
phone
gonna-
to his
yeah.
pastor.
Oh,
He's like, so, Mike, you do see the problem there.
Mama's walking up to a car.
Yeah.
Everything cool?
Yeah, Ashley was coming to sit with Zay for just a little bit
Okay, cool.
while she could go to work because Ashley has things to do today, and
Irrelevant.
she has stuff to do today. You know, everybody does,
Mhm.
and so I said, look, as long as she can just watch her long enough for me to get the show done, and the only reason, I mean, look, typically any other Friday, I'd be like, excuse me, I was start burping there. Any other Friday, I'd be like, look, guys, I got to call the show. I got to go upstairs and deal with the baby. But after we played so much hell getting the show going this morning,
you wanted to
I
finish
would
the
feel
show, yeah.
stupid to go upstairs. And I kind of need to be down here to monitor it. Like I took a picture where it cut off. It played almost an hour and disconnected. So now I'm going to take another picture because I need to be able to tell these cats, hey, here's what happened. Like they're still signed in to my team viewer where they're supposedly monitoring it. If you're monitoring this,
Y'all
the
suck.
green card guys are looking for you. ISIS doesn't matter.
Why was it? ISIS.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, he's on a roll this morning.
He's wound up pretty tight.
Yeah.
He hasn't pooped.
Oh.
Well, typically I'm up at 5 and the coffee has enough time to, kind of percolate. Right now,
Now,
Joe Leaper woke me up. I actually
Whoa,
overslept.
Really?
Really?
And
What, he nudge you?
Well,
no,
good morning, Scotty. Good morning, Joe.
brings a whole new meaning to his
Leaper.
tools. Snap on or Mac.
Ooh,
Craftsman.
ooh.
Husky. Is that a Stanley? Or you just happy to see me? It's a quick grip. You could make a joke out of tools.
Yeah. What a tool.
Mike has no tool. He is a tool, but has no tool.
I mean, you've been talking about construction all morning, so
I
know
do
it's
miss
on
the
the wrong-
construction world.
that's what it is. I think
I
that's
can
what it is. He was
I
having
can just
some-
be wide open on the construction world, which is where I started being yesterday. I had people sending me messages because I was cussing in my videos. I usually try to keep it PC, but I feel this inner battle in me because I'm trying to please everybody. And quite honestly, God, it sucks. And the thing that everybody likes about me, Mike could change this, and Joe Reaper and everybody else will say whatever they want to be funny. But what everybody likes about me is they go, the reason that Scottie's so funny is he just says anything. Well, here I've become this guy that I'm trying to censor myself and make everybody happy and not piss off everybody. And quite frankly, that hurts me because now I'm like stifled.
Okay. Isn't it safe to say that if you're saying all these things and it's pissing people off, and you got to deal with it and all that stuff, isn't it just as easy to go with Scottie, just be Scottie and deal with?
You know what this
Exactly.
comparison? Here's the
Just be
comparison.
Scottie.
Have you ever tried to hold in a fart?
No,
Because that is the exact
never.
problem that I have.
No.
Trying to hold me back from being the guy I want to be is like trying not to squeeze that fart out there in church.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Or in front of your mother.
Let me explain something
You know,
to you. Let me
you
explain
hold it
something.
in for a couple seconds and your gut starts hurting, and then you're just like, oh, I
You
gotta
posted
fart.
it on your Facebook page,
Yes,
right?
well,
It's
yeah.
your
That's right.
Facebook page. It's like your house.
That's right.
You do what you want to in your house.
But I try to look at it as,
Yeah.
I don't want to misrepresent anybody else that I'm involved with.
But then you're misrepresenting
Then
yourself.
I misrepresent myself. See, thank you.
And let me tell you something.
There's my point.
I will get a medical doctor on the phone right now that will tell you holding in a fart ain't a good idea.
Well, and then there you go. There's my problem.
Yeah, you're
is-
hurting yourself. Man.
That's exactly right. Trying to hold it in is like holding in a fart.
Yeah, definitely.
And in your case, it's like not spackling at all,
I don't. You know what? I used to hold in farts,
which
And-
my
and when
testicular
you go-
doctor said that I need to spackle more.
Yeah. So
And
Plug for my wife.
your wife was there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
God, I
Make
hope
sure.
so.
Dude, let me tell
There
you
it is.
something. My doctor was like the size of freaking Shaquille O'Neal. Thank God he was not my proctologist
Oh, yeah.
doctor.
Mhm.
I would have been scared.
Mhm.
It'd have been like taking an orange parking cone at Six Flags and them go, hey, sit right here.
Did it have the little reflective tape?
Like his birdie finger is the tip of his birdie finger was as wide as my thumb. So he just walks in. Now this is what he does. He's a nut tosser for a living. Kind of like Mike's girlfriend. So
Mike's gonna go.
he's just like,
No.
I need you to pull your pants down. We need to check these. So he grabs the right one, which is not the store one. He's like, da, 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 da. And I'm standing up. He's sitting down, and in Steph's world, that would have been his face would have been like my kneecaps. No, his face was like center of my chest. He's that big of a guy.
In
And-
my world, that means you guys are dating.
So he starts to squeeze the right one, and I'm standing there really feeling a little weird, and
Yeah.
then he grabs the left one, and I'm kind of like on my toes going, ow, ow, and he's squeezing it like squeezing a friggin' orange to see if it feels soft. He's like, yeah, this one feels a little tender, and I'm like, really,
Really? I
really,
told you that.
really, yes. And he squeezes a little harder, going, yeah, I think this one's. I'm thinking, no, you're not gonna say I think it's about ripe. It's not a friggin' tomato.
You didn't thump it, right? Like,
Oh my God.
no.
He might as well have, because I was about ready to just poop in my pants. It was hurting so bad.
Oh man, I tell you what.
It feels a little tender. You telling me?
now who wakes up one day and decides that's what kind of doctor they're gonna be?
I don't know.
Do you know any doctors?
Yes.
Okay, I mean like personal, not
Yes.
not.
Very
Okay,
first, yes.
they take
I felt like I know him personally now.
Yeah,
he
his
just
phone number.
he was a nut juggler. I mean,
Doctors that do this kind of stuff and butthole.
I mean, it was pretty good. He was juggling two in one hand.
Hey, nothing like having Penn and Teller playing with Penn and Teller.
There you go.
Doctors take it a whole different way, man.
Somebody types, really? You think you cuss a little?
Yeah. Who, talking about you or me?
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah, when you're not on the air in the mornings, you're a foul mouthed sailor. You sexy.
Listen, they're just words. That's all they are. There's no intent. I mean, when I say I want to effing kill Mike, there might be a small intent, but I've not actually acted on it, which
Let me explain
changes the
something.
world
Let
a
me
little bit.
explain something to you. I'm working on my degree here, and we're doing the whole physiological bullshit.
Stephanie's already an 8th degree redneck.
Bull doo doo. When you say stuff like "I'm gonna effing kill you," do you know how much of that comment is actually a thought? Is actually it's inkling in your mind? They say.
Are you saying he dreamt it at some point?
I'm saying you're thinking about effing killing me. People do not say things. You see what I'm saying? Without some thought, without some honest.
Here's the problem. I'm
legitimate
gonna
consideration.
I'm going to tell you something
to the
that my
thought.
my real father, who was a cop, and my grandfather, who was a cop, now my brother, and the whole family.
And you're a drug dealer.
And no, the uncle was the drug dealer.
Oh, that's right.
My dad's brother.
That's right.
So here's the thing and my uncle said this too. My uncle was really good at saying this. I think it was my grandfather and my dad and uncle that kind of lived this life. They were kind of like the three wickedest dudes on the planet that I knew. They all had the same mentality of, if somebody wants to hurt you, they're not even gonna waste time to call you. They're just gonna show up. They ain't even gonna talk. They're just gonna take your ass out. Boom, it's over. That the guy that really wants to hurt you is just gonna do it. He's not. There's no I'm gonna put it on Facebook. There's no I'm screaming. I'm coming to your house to whoop your ass. You're just gonna hear ding ding, and when you open the door, it's over. That's the guy that really wants to hurt you.
Well, I was talking to somebody yesterday about a gun. They want me to go with them to get a gun purchase. And it does make sense. Hold on, give me a sec. So I told them, do you have what it takes? I gave them the whole speech, do you have what it takes to kill somebody? Because once you buy this gun, your whole life can change. In a matter of a second, you can change the entire path of your entire life. And he said, yeah, I think I can, especially I'm just going to keep it at the house and stuff. I said, no, if you're buying a gun, it becomes part of you. It is with you. It's in the car with you. When your family goes to Stone Mountain, you conceal it. You take it, and,
I felt naked walking into the Pampered Puppy yesterday without my pistol because that's where I almost got, held up 3 weeks ago.
So
at the Pampered Puppy?
No, not them, but I was across the street in Old Town Conyers in a parking lot.
Oh.
And apparently these people are scoping out people leaving their cars, walking to the restaurants, and they're trying to mug them and take their wallets, purses, etc.
I purposely parked in that parking lot yesterday because I know that it's like a little abandoned parking
between
lot.
that 11:30 to 1:30 when people are going to lunch. They're driving through these parking lots waiting.
They walk right there. They're right there by the bank, the ATM machine, all that stuff, and then they walk down there to the little Greek place and junk sandwich shop. There's no sandwich shop down there too. Well, the point I'm trying to make is, I told them, I said, if somebody breaks in your home, do not yell, hey, I'm going to call the police, or hey, I got a gun. You don't do that. You do not do that. If someone,
if I yelled, it'd be like, hey, I've already called the morgue. I got you a spot waiting.
Yeah. No, I teach people, don't do that. I teach people to.
No, if you break in my house, I'm not yelling. You're going to see what you're going to see first is the sheetrock blow past you when I unload. Because the first shot of the 12 gauge is bird shot. That's warning. Second shot's double alt buck. Third is when I put it in your face, and that's a slug. It's over. Dead man can't tell no tales.
Right. I showed him one of my hypervelocity. It's very short range, but they're basically an exploding hollow point.
Yeah, and it's in what? In your pistol? In my pistol. Okay, because Alex me and him used to argue over the 12 gauge rounds, and I love a 12 gauge.
12 gauge is awesome.
I think 12 gauge is the best gun built in the world.
Absolutely. For home defense, absolutely.
Well, because I can change it up and put in whatever I want.
I agree, man.
Shoot your foot off, blow your leg off, blow your fingers off, whatever I want to shoot.
No sound like it in the world.
Yep.
I always tell people 12 gauge for home defense. Now, see, I live on a farm, though. You see what I'm saying? So I got to reach out and touch it. So I showed him by shooting. Yeah,
well, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I showed him that hollow point, the damage it does, I inflicted on a 50-pound salt lick that I bought. So this thing is like a cinder.
Yeah, because it's not like they're going to not still lick it off the ground. So shoot it.
So he said, he goes,
I apologize.
You can hear that.
Thank God the big mic went down. I'm sorry, guys. That big mic would have been on it, would have echoed through the whole house.
I heard that too.
Can we go to commercial? Let's go to commercial.
I don't know.
And we'll be right back, everybody.
I suddenly feel like the Wicked Witch of the West.
We'll be right back.
Nasty bastard.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow. He couldn't hold it any longer.
Couldn't hold it
that
any
was
longer.
One of those, I can't
it was hurting.
And even church. Get away from me! Stop!
I'm airing it out.
That's not airing it out. That's residual. No residual skids. Do not go in that. You dump in that bathroom. It's over. I will leave. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that last time I was here, that's what you were saying.
There is, yeah.
Y'all were telling me about that group y'all had coming
Oh, yeah,
here.
they were all looking at each other sweat.
Dang it. I hate when I do that. There we go. Big mic's on.
Now you're farting again. God, can you imagine if Big Mike was on and you farted? That would have sounded.
Oh,
that would have been a
yeah.
sound bite right there,
That
but
would definitely
Oh, I
be a
know.
soundbite.
Yeah, if that would have been on, holy cow. It'd have been like, wow. I got to show you something, Mike. So yesterday, I started.
I was trying to follow your videos, but something happened. They got turned around or something. I think that's why everybody was saying, because you were saying, go watch the whole video. And I'm sitting there going, I'm watching the first video. What the fuck is he talking
Well,
about?
because people thought I was talking about something else. So look, I started researching my problem. And that right there seems to be the knot. See, right there?
I'm incredibly uncomfortable with
Let me
you.
get this larger for you. That right there.
Hold it right here.
So what did they
That
say?
seems to be. That seems to be. Wait a minute. It's the left side. That seems to be my.
Pull your shirt
That
on
seems
so
to
it
be
covers it up and go, hey, Mike, what's
that
wrong with
seems
my
to be
neck?
problem. So see that right there?
Yeah,
Where the
man.
green arrow is?
Yeah, see,
right there.
You can't gross me out because you remember who
No.
my part-time
I'm not trying.
girlfriend
I'm
is.
not trying to gross you out.
She works at drug
Okay,
urology.
see that right there?
She's always checking.
Oh,
on
it's
it.
taken.
So that right there, that's it. Which that picture right there.
It's what's it called? Because you
What
guys
happened?
Appendix
torsion.
torsion. Okay.
Oh, how'd you get twisted? That means you got it twisted.
You-
Well, that's what they're.
No, that's
an
from a
odd.
twist.
It's an odd
Torsion.
conversation. That's what they're trying to say.
I'm
What
uncomfortable talking about your nuts.
But what they're trying to say is it didn't twist. They said they don't know why it swelled up and done what it's done.
Old age.
But typically, what would cause that would be from that.
Aggressive masturbation.
No,
Lack of
they said
oxygen
lack
increases.
of aggressive masturbation.
Really? Wow. Never had that problem.
So what are they doing? Is it going to heal itself?
Heals. They gave me. You know how Benadryl dries you out.
Yeah.
You know, amoxicillin is what they give you to dry your lungs out when
Yeah.
you have the
pneumonia.
flu and stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
they
why I
gave-
can't take it. That's how we figured out I can't take it.
They gave me something that spells and sounds very close to amoxicillin.
Yeah.
And
Hydro.
It's just drying it out. Not drying my damn nose out though. It's
Well,
drying
that's
out
okay.
everything from my belly button down, but it's not drying my nose out. All right, I gotta go back a lot.
Oh, now the microphone stinks.
Brett's showing these hollow points, saying that's what he likes.
Are the
See how they spread open?
Oh, that 12 gauge. Yeah, I was about to say because there's a picture of a 9mm or a 357 round, something like that. It's a good size round that they're stacked on top of each other.
Oh, this
and they're
is a
close
12
up.
gauge.
Yes, 12 gauge is cool. You can do any. I've shot flechettes out of a 12 gauge.
Well,
It was
there's this new.
beautiful.
Yeah, see, I like all the 12 gauge stuff. And Alex used to give me just crap. Oh, man, 12 gauge, you overemphasize, you enjoy the 12. I'm like, listen, to me, it's just the best thing to have.
Mossberg 500 with a pistol grip, best weapon in home defense.
He used to joke because.
Yeah, I know. Don't show. You didn't show that. Yeah, don't show that because it's. Yeah.
He would. I said, if you ever come through that door, it's on. He's like, yeah, but it's a single shot. I said, dude, I've shot that enough. Don't think I can't reach. But let me tell you, it shoots 3-foot flames out of it. And if I took a double launch shot right now, you're getting hit.
And it's gonna hurt your ears.
And I got time to reload.
That's
we're back.
one of the things I do with my students is usually around the third class is
Wait a minute. Are we talking about high school?
C period. And
You're that coach,
you're
huh?
that- We're gonna talk about health education. Hey,
Rhonda, come here. Let me illustrate on you,
check
sweetie.
this out.
I know I did you last week. Okay, Tanya, then.
I know that I'm not your sex education teacher, but
That's
let's
right.
face it.
I'm working
I'm
on
hot.
working my way down to the alphabet. Wanda is next week.
Get this. If anybody asks, my name is Ron Burgundy. I love scotch. No, what during my firearms training around the third class, I tell people, I always go, look, I cannot honestly or legally ask you to break the seal on your hearing protection. But at some point when you're shooting today, I would like you to take your hearing protection off for one shot and one shot only. And they're like, okay, yeah. Because everybody's like, oh, yeah, I want to hear it. Oh, that. So if they haven't done it by the end of the class, I'll say, okay, here, I'm going to shoot one round just downrange. I'd like you to break the seal. They break the seal and I shoot and they look at you and go, oh, my God, I can't hear. And I'm
yeah,
like,
that's 12 gauge is what's messed up some of my hearing.
said, let me tell you something. When you're in your bedroom and you have to fire down the hallway,
It's even worse.
it's gonna.
Oh, yeah.
That's what pisses me
blur your
off.
vision.
Here's what
It's
pisses me off in movies. So me and Mike's driving down the road.
Thelma and Louise, baby.
Somebody pulls up on my
Oh,
right
that's
side.
scary.
I power window the right window down. I roll my hand and my Glock over in front of Mike's face. The tip of the barrel blows right in front of his nose, and you think his hearing's okay.
No.
They show these people shooting out of their cars with their wives and kids in the car, and I'm like, do you realize what that volume level is in that car? These guys are not hanging the Beretta out of the window doing 18 shots in front of the person in the passenger side.
And let me tell you something about a M4, AR-15 for you non-military folks. The first time that your soldiers have to engage the enemy, they're scared to death. Okay, I'll tell you right now, they're peeing their pantses. And then when you start shooting and they don't have hearing protection in, you got to watch them, buddy, because they will curl up.
See, look, I am not a gun specialist, but I've always loved the idea. I want an HK MP5. I've always wanted an MP5. And people go, it's just a 9mm. And I'm like, yeah, that's why everybody's going back to the 9mm. I want an MP5 is small enough I can get it into my coat.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Now, one thing about the MP5 and
HK is an incredible company.
Heckler & Koch out of Germany. The one thing about the MP5 that people don't realize is the Uzi was the first like compact close quarter weapon used by the Israelis, but the MP5 is the most used.
You see it in movies all the time.
It has so many variants. You can get a silencer, you can get a freaking flashlight, you can get a laser, you can get a cup holder. This thing has everything. And a lot of people don't understand that there's different models of the MP5. Right. And I tell you what, now you're not going to get one that shoots automatic. They're literally, they're super expensive, but they do have a knockoff made by Vulcan Arms that looks just.
Did you see the one I shared the other day?
No, I didn't.
Holy cow! Let me show you.
A buddy of mine handed me this Vulcan Arms MP5, and I looked at it. And one of the key things is where the Heckler & Koch logo goes, and how they do the selector switch.
Just say HK, because when you say Heckle and Koch in the same sentence, dude, you sound like a perv, and I can't help but giggle.
Now I'm giggling. Dumping that load. So yeah, he handed it to me, and I switched it to semi-automatic, and I shot that thing, and I said, "How much did you pay for this?" And he told me, and I went, "Get out of here! It's stolen."
Let me bring this up. So used to when I was 21 and I went to buy my very first pistol, I almost bought a Mac 10, and then there also was another company, Intech makes one that I wanted, and people are like, well, you know, Mac 10's just garbage. It doesn't shoot accurate, blah, blah, blah. And I went, this is the same people I have arguments about when they go, I can group, 18 shots, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, dude, I plan on blasting your gut. I'm never pulling a gun if you're more than 5 feet away from me. If you're more than 5 feet away from me, then you're not threatening my life enough. I need to worry. I don't care. I don't even need sights on my gun. You're going to come up to mug me. I'm blowing your belly button to your spine. Or your nose to the back of your head.
And you know what? I teach people to go for the biggest part. They just go center mass and keep pulling damn trigger down.
So when I brought up the Mac 10, everybody's like, well, you know the accuracy on it. And I said, Dude, it's a Mac 10. I plan on just spraying your whole friggin' car so I can get the hell away. I'm not.
You don't care about accuracy.
Meet me at sundown, punk. No, we're not doing that. We were like at the Checkered Parrot on Jimmy Carter. I wanted to spray you. I didn't plan on hanging out with you.
You know that those.
I planned on pulling a Monica Lewinsky with lead.
Those were actually the Mac 10, Mac 11 came from Ingram, but Ingram sold a contract to what was called SWD here in Atlanta, Southwest Distributors, and
that's what I want.
Holy crap, that did look awesome.
This is beautiful. It's called the Vector KRISS. That's actually what it is. And it's being used in tons and tons and tons of movies because it looks spacey. But they're also saying because the way it's balanced, formed, and made, the recoil on it is just nothing. And they just now started making that collapsible stock. Is that not a wicked tool? Really cool. You let me step out of the car with that. Hey man, give me your wallet. Well, sure. Let me give you some of this. It's expensive, it looks like but it's bad.
It looks like it's built around a pistol frame somewhat.
But
but now see, Beretta used to have what was called the CZ Storm that took pistol magazines, and the CZ Storm was an amazing weapon. Every one of those that I got, I sold so quickly. Something like that. I love the hologram sight too. That's beautiful. I wonder how much it weighs.
Dude, I saw it on like Instagram first. Then I saw it apparently right after I saw it. I'm like, no crap. Look at that movie. Those guys are running that gun in the movie. And then I saw one at the gun store.
Now they do
or at the gun show, I mean. See, there it is with a silencer.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing is cool. I'm fixing to go to a YouTube and see what
cool.
a YouTube.
I'm interested in looking at it there. And of course, you know, my brother is a firearms fanatic, and we could easily get one probably if they're reasonable. Sometimes.
And there it is as a 45. So let's see this guy.
45.
230 grain ammo.
Damn, heavy stuff.
Let's see if we can ring it, guys. It should be interesting.
It's like the new Tommy gun.
40 feet a second. So
I mean, look, here we go. Watch this guy.
Hey,
like I said, it is like a Tommy gun. It is the 2016 Tommy gun.
Tannerite.
Today we got the Chris Vector. Going to have some fun.
I love this.
Let's start the show.
Let's start the show. FBI.
So we'll have to watch that later. But dude, this gun is just super impressive. I love this gun. I want one. Here, let's see what he says.
I've got the video here that you guys have been requesting for a while. So this is the Chris Vector. It's a 45 ACP submachine gun, and it screams. So you can see right here, this thing is extremely compact. You throw
that would go from my armpit to my hip.
It up. It's going to fit into just about any carry case, any Pelican case. It's about iPhone 6 Plus size, something like that. A few other little features, and looking around the gun, one thing I like a lot, the barrel is pretty much perfectly in line with the trigger. That's keeping the recoil impulse coming straight back where you like it, nice and low. Also, because it's a Chris Vector, it's got that recoil mitigation system. So the bolt's not reciprocating back and forth like this. It's coming down, recoil's being absorbed.
See, did you notice where it was getting that
That's
twist?
What makes a Vector a Vector. And that's part of why the rate of fire is over 1,200 rounds per minute. You're going to see when we put this thing in 2-round bursts, each of those rounds are pretty much side by side without very much effort on my end. There's a couple different ways you can pick these up. Obviously, this one has the folding stock. You can also get the version like this, like I like, with the M4 stock. This one just fits me better. I like it a lot more. Obviously got their suppressor on here. We're going to have a lot of fun today, so let's get to it.
This jackwagon
so we got some ballistic gel down there, and I've got some 45 ACP rip ammo in here. This is really impressive stuff. You guys have seen me shoot the 9mm and
anyways, we'll have to check it out later. But look, that is just, it's just the new Ford. It's the new Tommy gun is all it really is. I love it. I want one so bad. Again, it would go right from my armpit to my hip. You try to mug me and let me swing that out. It's on.
I think that is really, I think it's gorgeous.
The look of it alone would intimidate the crap out of it.
Unfortunately, my current financial situation no longer allows me to purchase weapons, really.
Let's see what the price of it is. That would be.
That's what I had all the information. I was going to look it up.
What did you already look it up?
No, not yet.
Already?
Nope.
For sale.
Yeah.
Let's just see what it says.
Yeah,
For sale.
Sometimes it's tough to get.
Cabela's. That looks though.
Yeah.
That's not the right link, I'm sure, but let's just see as it pulls it up.
Yeah, a lot of times they won't tell you the price. They'll say, "Call for the best price."
Oh, it is on Amazon.
It's on Amazon,
No,
but
it
that's
won't be.
parts.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Amazon is
yeah,
not
they'll
going to
sell-
sell
they'll
the
sell
actual gun.
gun.
They'll sell airsoft, but they will not sell the actual weapon.
Shoot, can you imagine having the
There you go. Go to
airsoft one and
eBay.
just scare
Go to-
the hell out of somebody?
Go to eBay Guns; it might have it for you.
Did they have
There
one?
it
There
is
it
right
goes.
there.
Yeah, eBay Guns will do it.
I didn't know eBay did
I didn't
guns.
know eBay did
Mail
guns.
order.
Well,
$1,000.
Yeah, but look at all that extra.
8
That's
magazines.
8 magazines.
Yeah, it comes with 8 magazines for $1,000.
That's, believe it or not,
$750 for that gun.
Yeah.
Ordering one tomorrow.
1,300.
Who cares that I need to close my swimming pool down? Honey, I'm buying a new gun.
Oh.
I don't care if the baby needs shoes or not.
We're getting that gun.
We're getting that
We're
gun.
getting that gun.
Ow.
I'll give her my Glock.
Oh.
I wonder if I could get a molded pistol holster for that to wear on my hip.
Yeah, you can get a.
I'll look like Rambo
tag-
carrying a
I bet-
knife that goes to my
You
kneecap.
get a
It's like Arnold
tack,
Schwarzenegger, a Terminator.
a tactical hip holster that has a wagon with it. Believe it or
Listen,
not,
check this out. Okay, I was about to make this joke.
Hey, 12.
Imagine what I would look like walking through Walmart with this. But as I was going to say that, so I'm walking through Walmart in Stockbridge the other day. We were on the way to the specialist for the nutsack. As we're walking through, this black guy comes walking by with some Air Jordans on. He looks like he just left the gym, but he has on a black shirt and he has on a shoulder holster. On his right armpit, he has a Glock with a 30-round clip. On his left armpit, he has 2 more. Excuse me, let me call it magazines for you guys. 30-round mag hanging out of the Glock, and on his left armpit, he has 2 more 30 rounds. Like, does he think he 50 Cent? I mean, is there a reason he believes he needs to carry that much ammo fully exposed in Walmart?
Well, there's your problem. You're in Walmart. So, I mean,
Don't act like you don't shop at Walmart.
I do not shop at Walmart. I will pay $4 for a bar soap before I at the convenience store.
Wow.
Why don't you shop at Walmart, dude?
Wall hell. That's what it is. It's hell.
Why? Wait a minute.
This
Now,
conversation went from guns to
Sorry.
Walmart. We
I
got to
figured-
know.
Sorry.
No.
Walmart
I
hater.
do
We
I do
have
not
to know.
shop
Racist.
at Walmart.
Racist.
Have you ever been to a Walmart?
I
Well,
got yesterday.
daily.
I went grocery shopping yesterday.
I don't go daily, but
There's-
Mike's trolling. Looking for a
$400
chick.
Because, you know, you're probably-
$480 yesterday. But when I did my receipt thing back, I got about $410 in groceries yesterday.
You go into Walmart, and there's a million people in Walmart. You can't find anything you're looking for. There's nobody there to help you.
Not true. Not true. Not true.
Which Walmart do you shop at?
I shop at all of them. I don't go to the one in Conyers so much because the accessibility and crime. I go to the one in Covington.
Yeah, the one in Walmart. I mean, the one in Conyers. I'm trying to decide: do I get robbed faster outside or inside?
I go to the one on
That's a
Brownsbridge
joke.
Road.
Everybody get over
Yeah.
themselves.
Brownsbridge Road.
It might be
or
true.
The one over there by Highway 11. That's a beautiful one, man.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always one cash register open
No,
for 100 people.
No. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this. There was a lady cashing out.
Uh-huh.
There was a lady behind her, had all her groceries. And then you had me. A woman came up and said, "Ma'am, if you'll go to 9, sir, if you'll go to 10." And they opened up 2 more
Well, you
registers.
must have found the nice Walmart. Was it the
Listen,
brown
listen,
brick
real
Walmart?
quick.
Right.
We have
You're a racist.
We have two text messages. One that goes back to the guns and says you only need to carry that much ammo is if you're traveling to Charlotte or Oklahoma. The other text message goes, "Damn, where do you find these guests with the no Walmart? What the hell?"
I know. How do you not go?
I don't go to Walmart.
Where do you go? Target?
If I'm in Conyers, I go to Target.
Huh.
Wow.
I can find everything
Target's
I need at Dollar General.
Expensive as shit.
Dude,
I can find everything I need at Dollar
you know, listen, there's a difference because when I lived in Snellville, there were certain things I went to Walmart for, and then I would usually try to hang out at Target because I was aggravated with the Walmarts over there.
Now, when I lived I lived off of Roswell Road by the Roswell Diner. I guess that's Habersham. I don't know. I went to the Target. They had 2-story Target because they didn't have a Walmart over there. That's it.
And somebody's texting the studio phone.
Yeah, don't.
And
do that. Don't do
and
that.
I truthfully is the first time I'm checking it because I just heard it beep and I was trying to figure out why it was beeping. But typically we don't use this phone, so it's very odd that I'm even answering this. Who the hell don't shop at Walmart?
whoever's listening, we
This
only
man
use,
right
I do
here.
not
Yeah.
shop at Walmart.
we only use the studio
I cringe.
line as a live line.
Yeah. I mean,
during
you can
shows.
text it. I mean, I just heard it chirp. Usually
won't
we have
get
it
it.
turned off, so we don't
Yeah.
check it. but-
Don't text. that.
Sorry, not that we're complaining.
It's
No,
like
we
when a
have-
girlfriend says we're going to Walmart.
Maybe I do need to start checking it though.
It looks like someone just punched me in the stomach.
Are
I
you
cannot stand Walmart. I just can't.
Well,
I don't
I've
like
never
it.
had. I mean,
Dude,
there's
when I was-
bars I
don't
go to.
like
Dude,
it.
when I was single, I would purposely drive to the Loganville Walmart for anything
women.
I needed just
Hot
because hot women were there too.
There are hot women in the.
If you're
Loganville.
single, you go to Loganville's Walmart.
Yeah, they're hot women. My kids.
I called it Shea Hoochies.
my kids.
People were like, "Where are you going tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going down to Shea Hoochies," and they're like, "Shea Hoochies? What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "I'm driving." Because I'd come out of the backside of North Lake where it's Pleasant Hill, and it turns in to 20, and I would just take it straight to Shea Hooties. Hoochies.
I'm here to tell you, I lived in Loganville with my daughter, and let's say everybody's coming over, and I'd come out of my little loft area there, and I'd go, "Hey, do we need anything?" And she'd go, "Daddy, will you go get some potato chips and all that other stuff?" And both of my sons at the same time would be, "Dad, don't hang out in Walmart." And I'm like, "Why? What? I'm just gonna go pick." And they would.
And you wonder why.
They would
Dude.
assign
After church, when I was in Loganville, after
buddy.
church, I would purposely
beauties.
go to Walmart to scope out hookers.
Yeah, man. They are
Because all
beautiful.
of us strange people got out of church and would end up at Walmart. Like, and you know how you pick out the best hooker in Walmart? The shoes. Because a lot of the good strippers got home from the strip club
And then
with just enough time to grab their kids and go to church. So they would change their clothes, but they'd still have the little glitter makeup on, the hair, and the shoes. So I would purposely sit in the back of the church, watch the shoes walk down, and make sure I find them same shoes at Walmart.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a foot guy.
Nobody is a foot guy.
Yeah, I was gonna
The
say,
shoes is the one thing they didn't change. Look, if they still had their thong on, because some of them don't even wear drawers, they would just drop one outfit, pull another dress on. They don't even get to take time to change their shoes. When you're in church and you see the girl walk by in the plexiglass see-through heels, you know she's a hooker. You know she's a stripper. You're at church, dude. Why is that girl wearing see-through shoes?
Where do you go? To
A
church?
girl,
Yeah,
a girl wearing 4 to 5 inch heels in church is not a church girl. She's there for her kids.
Where do you go to church?
Are you needing to know because you want to start going there?
No, you know where I go to church.
No, but Mike's asking me like,
everybody knows Pastor David's my
I know,
pastor. I
but
go to
were
First
you? Are
Christian
you
Church
want me
in
to tell you what
Monroe.
church that is so you can go there?
No, I'm
Just go to
I'm-
Walmart,
check us
Loganville
out.
Walmart,
Check us out. They're nothing but sinners in our church. We
Loganville
know that.
Walmart, and now
But it's
Monroe
just like-
Walmart because
Now,
you know
Monroe
everybody's
Walmart-
moving down
Monroe
78.
Walmart, I do like Monroe
Yep.
Walmart.
I'm telling you,
But
dude, if you're
I'm
single,
not driving all the way to Monroe Walmart.
well, you got a girlfriend now, but I bet when you're single, you will. Now that
Are
I've
you
given
already? Are you trying to figure this
no.
out?
Now that I've given you said information, you will be at Walmart.
The Loganville Walmart.
So you do go to Walmart. See, people are liars.
What? No.
You're lying. You
If
lied.
I
You said
would
you don't go to
to
Walmart.
go to a Walmart,
You
it would
only
be
go to-
Monroe.
I got Scott. You only go to Target for the transgender bathrooms.
No, wait a minute. The last time I was in Walmart, I went to the men's restroom, and no joke, there was probably 2 girls in there, maybe 8, 10, with their daddy. Because he didn't want them going to the
Oh,
women's
I'm
Walmart
with you.
by himself.
I know.
So
why.
I walk in to use because I got to pee really bad.
Right.
Okay. And he says to me, "Could you please wait a minute? I don't want them to see anything they shouldn't."
But no offense,
I had
dude.
to pee.
When Stone Mountain first opened the Super Target, back when Super Targets were just coming out, my daughter was just that age of where it was that transition of I can't take her to the bathroom
Right.
with me anymore. And
Yeah.
so I opened the door and I taught my daughter nose and throat. If anybody ever gets too close to your face, because you know they lean over to talk to you. When they lean over, they are extending that throat, and that nose is right. I mean, punch one of the two. So I was not aware of the fact there was a woman in there peeing. So when I opened the door and I said, "Okay, Emmy, now go in there and just remember, if anybody gets too close to you, throat or nose, I want you to ball your fist up and hit them as hard as you can. Don't speak to anybody. Anybody even gets close to touching you, scream because daddy's standing right here. I got a gun. The woman comes out of the bathroom with my daughter and goes, I helped her wash her hands. I did not lean down. I did not touch her. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. She says, but that's probably the coolest thing I've heard a dad do. I said, sorry, but I'm sending my little girl into the pit of hell, and I have no idea who's on the other side of this door.
I love the Super Bowl of motocross, and my daughter, my oldest child, she loved motocross. Do you know what it's like when your 9-year-old daughter wants to go to the Super Bowl of motocross with you and your wife and other boys can't go? Yeah. No. And she goes, Daddy, I got to go to the bathroom. She's 8 years old at the freaking stadium.
That sucked.
What do you do? Man, I was like, oh crap, I didn't think about this.
I would walk my daughter in there. I'd walk her in my bathroom if I have to, and the first thing I'd yell is, everybody put your junks up, my kid's in here. And most men would respect that. Most fathers.
You don't go to the Super Bowl of motocross.
No, I used to, but last time I was there, I had a big 4-wheel drive excursion. And accidentally on purpose tried to run over a couple guys, so I decided not to go back. Dude, because what it's become is the world of jackass. Dude, you know, these like, I mean, I might as well be at NASCAR. You know, they might as well have UGA shirts on.
You know the young lady that I'm talking about, and that hangs out with me and stuff. Can you imagine if I went to the Super Bowl motocross with her? Oh my God! I bet you the rude comments would start before we even got to the stadium. Just walking through the parking lot would be a nightmare. I'd have to kill somebody.
Nah, see. Yeah, it's not worth all that.
Because of the way she looks. I mean, she's beautiful.
All right, let's hit a commercial. We need a commercial.
Yeah, so guys would be like, woo, and I'd have to kill somebody.
All right, everybody, we'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning. And it is definitely Freaky Friday.
Would you guys visit me in prison?
You want me to bring you some soap on a rope? He would go buy it for $4 at a convenience store.
$4 at the convenience store.
He won't go to Walmart. He won't go to Walmart. You think he's
going to come make soap on a rope?
I would come visit you. Yes, I would.
Yes, they do make soap on the rope.
Because if not, I'd have to get a 1/4 drill bit and drill a 1/4 bolt through it and put like paracord on it or something.
They make it. They even make like nunchucks. Okay, maybe that's not.
If I ever got famous, you know, all the rappers go get all their bling.
If I ever got
you got like Gucci Mane that went and got like a Bart Simpson blinged out charm for his necklace. I would go get a blinged out dial soap to put around my neck and call it my soap on the rope.
I'd bring in one of those little squeegee things because he needed it in the shower.
There. See, I mean, look, you see what I got? Look right here.
God, man, do I have to?
It used to
I know a girl had a belt like that when she danced. It would say stuff, you know.
Yeah,
it'd say take.
I did that on purpose because it was so friggin' funny. It was so funny.
She had it said take me to VIP or ask me about VIP, and I said, can you change that to like?
It should say STD free.
No, I was saying, can you
probably
do it?
Did. So
it's a warning label.
Come to our Sunday afternoon brunch.
Eat at Joe's.
Oh my God!
It's Stacy's Crab Shack.
Welcome to Bikini Bottoms.
That's right.
Oh my God! You're
bring toothpicks. All right, everybody. We'll be back in a minute.
All right.
$1,000 for that gun, man. That's I want it
for that FNN 5.7.
Listen, me and Alex used to argue so much over guns. Have you ever heard of the double? What the hell was it called? No, there's a pistol that I wanted. Here we go. It's a 45. It's look right here. It's this. It's that. Look right here. It's that big.
Really? It's a Derringer, but it's dangerous.
It sits in your pocket.
Very dangerous.
And when you pull the trigger the first time, it shoots the top. Pull it the second time, it shoots the bottom. It's that big. It slides.
Calibers too, aren't they?
45 or 9. But that
one barrel is
no, both of them are 45. And then inside the handles a clip, a little red slide with 2 more, so you can breach open it, put 2 more in that fast. But again, that would be in my back pocket, and you would think it's a phone. I would only pull it out to blow your intestines across your spine.
But my girlfriend, she's got cerebral palsy, so she's a pretty easy target. You know.
Oh God, yeah. Well, Alex wanted to argue with me about this, and you know, because Alex shoots, like he likes to shoot a lot. My problem is I don't plan on shooting you unless I absolutely have to. So that's what it looks like. Well, here's a better picture.
Well, I mean, Alex had the same situation.
So if I ever pull it, it's to get you off of me. And then
Alex had some.
Yeah.
The reason why he trained, and he wants to be.
So what?
You don't want this
storage
gun.
for the.
You don't want this.
yeah, that's 2 extra right there.
I mean, I was just.
If you want a gun for your girlfriend or whatever.
But this is just strictly to get you off
I
of
need to
you.
get with you and go over.
We go to touch and feel every gun. That thing right there, I would in my hand, probably with that pinky pulling the trigger. Thing. Look at where the shells go. The whole thing is going to get very hot. A lot of considerations. Scotty, I could see carrying that thing.
Because my plan is to do nothing but get you off of me.
Well, why even draw a pistol like that? Why not just put your hand in your pocket and
That I wouldn't have to. Look,
yeah, just shoot through your pants.
some of the times that I've had issues, like one time I was sitting in my lowrider, a dude's leaning down, trying to yank me through the window, has no idea that as I got my arm on the steering wheel, I've got a snub 38 right there. He doesn't even see it. And it would have went right, basically center chest, throat, chin. Something was getting blasted. And if it wasn't for the fact his girlfriend is looking at the camera at the end of the table, she ran and put her hands on the hood and she's screaming at him, stop. And then she looks through the window and sees because it's a stainless steel silver gun. She saw the gun and she said, you need to not reach in that car one more time. I said, yeah, reach in here one more time. That's how I was doing it. Because if you try to yank me out of that window again, I have every reason to defend myself. And she's like, he is about to blow your brains out. And he's like, and she said, you don't see what I see. I'm not going to wave it around. I got no need to wave it around. I'm only going to pop you if I have to pop you.
Yep. That's like, that was like I said, somebody gets a gun.
I just don't have the means to want to do it. You know, I pray to God I never have to shoot the gun.
Yeah.
You know, I've never shot my 9. Now, Abby's taken my gun to the range, and God probably ran 1,000 rounds through it for all I know. But me, on the other hand, I don't plan on using mine. I don't want to have to use mine.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the goal, is to want to have to use it.
So I plan on keeping my gun as new as possible, clean it. It's got a scrape on the slide where I laid my motorcycle down. But other than that, you know, you don't even know my gun's ever really been shot. My goal is to strictly get you off of me. Because if I shoot you more than 8 times, they're going to want to know why I shot you more than 8 times anyways.
That's it.
Sir, did you plan on killing the guy? Well, you know, I mean, they say a dead man tells no tales.
I want to make sure I got him.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
I wanted to make sure his testimony didn't interfere with
that's what I
mine.
was about to say. For almost everyone, the best thing to think of is if he's dead, you're going to have to go with my story.
That's right.
Look at that baby. Right. Look at Zay. Oh, man. You see that picture?
Yeah, I'm fixing to scroll up.
Oh, my God. Oh,
yeah,
baby.
She's never quiet. So for her to just be sitting.
Oh, what's that?
For her to just be sitting. Like when I ran upstairs to get my drink, because I had been down here working on computers all morning. She was sitting in her room, which she never does. There she is. That was her in her room. That's her on her bed. She never just sits like that.
Oh, my baby. Oh. What does she need? She need anything?
No, I don't know. Well, I'll be upstairs as soon as the show. You see my bucket? I came down here last night because we had one trash can that stayed next to the bed, and then I came down to grab the bucket that I use to like work on stuff, so that I would have the bucket at any moment.
Well, tell me.
All right, we're back live, you guys. We were sitting here talking about Zay in a picture my wife posted, and you see the bucket. We had a little trash can next to the couch, and then we had a bucket.
Got a towel on her head.
So that when we were walking anywhere in the house, my wife's carrying the baby, I'm carrying the bucket. And you can see the white in it where I put the paper towels in it so that I don't have to worry about anything sloshing around. Because there's nothing worse than you puke into something and it splashes back at you, you know?
Yep.
I am a sympathetic puker. If you puke, I'm puking. I don't want to see it. Just lean over in the bucket. I don't want to be part of your puking. But Zaylee's a different. How weird is that? Let's talk about that for a second. I can't handle you puking. I can handle me puking, but I apparently can handle my baby puking. But I can't handle another person puking. No. I guess when she starts getting sick, I go into that protective mode, and that's, I guess, what changes the difference.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you're a very, 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 very protective parent.
I got something from Brett about bringing a shiv inside the soap.
What? Oh my God, we're
going. I'm going backwards because I'm having to answer messages that I didn't earlier.
Keep up. If you're going to be a listener,
no, that ain't the listener's fault, fool. That's mine. That was from 7 minutes ago.
If you're going to be a DJ, keep up. Oh, sorry.
You're going to be a douchebag, and you have no problem keeping up.
Or would that be full?
So I got a wedding tomorrow. What do you got tomorrow?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm supposed to be flying a drone tonight at a football game. So tomorrow will be college classes.
So tonight you are going, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm scared to.
He called me last night.
Where are you going tonight?
There's a football game. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the team.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not going to say that.
So here's something he called me for. He said, "Hey, do you know of a video editor?" So I was going to ask you as well as my daughter.
Yeah.
A video editor that will allow him to freeze it and he'll be able to take a snapshot picture. And I said, dude, I don't know of one. I said, I've got to where I only edit stuff
I can
from iPhones and stuff like that because I'm moving them quicker now. Editing on computers unless you pay $1,500, the programs suck.
Yeah, I've got a great program, but here's the thing. I'm trying to keep this on the cheap for the guy.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I mean, I'm literally just like my gas to go out there and come back. I'm trying to keep it cheap because it's a high school thing. And I want to help. Plus, I'm learning a lot. I'll be able to use a lot of it because I'm going to try my tracking software I came up with. All these things. But here's the thing. Once you get into editing, man,
it's time consuming.
Well, he would have to get it from me. I could do it with my iPad because I've got all this cool stuff I put on the iPad Pro because I now went from using big cameras to not using big cameras because on a big camera, I had it was used $1,200 Sony camera. I mean, a Canon camera with some Sony lenses and stuff. Awesome, great camera. The capability of zoom, I could video you and it'd be perfectly clear, and I could zoom across the lake and it would be perfectly clear. I mean, it was the professional camera. The problem is you have to go transfer from camera to the computer, then do whatever editing, then try to load it on YouTube. It would take me, it would frustrating, but B, it would take forever. I need to be fast. So I had to just give up a little bit of the quality of the video, but at the same time, people were only watching it on Facebook. So 1080 didn't matter because
and all these new phones and stuff,
they're
getting so crystal clear. I mean, it's
right. And that's why when me and my dad were having a conversation the other night about the new iPhone, he's like, look, typically, unless you're a photographer or doing a lot of video stuff, he said, what would be the point of getting the new i7? I said, but with me, I do.
You do a lot
so much of the video stuff. So for me, because the thing is this, Crystal's iPhone 6 is smashed. She has the regular 6. I got the 6 Plus. Hers is smashed. So it also has battery issues. So for us to fix her phone, we would have to spend the money to get a new phone, which would be roughly the $200.
So you may as well just get a new phone.
If we're going to spend that, we'll just give her mine as a new phone, where Apple replaced it due to a warranty issue. I can give her my phone and then me get the 7. So it's kind of what?
It's kind of like, it's almost like you've worked out some kind of scam.
No, my wife. No. Believe it or not, my wife is the one that came up with the idea.
Oh, well,
she said, let's get you the 7 Plus and I'll take your 6 Plus.
Wow. I love Crystal.
Yeah,
I do.
So she realizes hey, look what the iPad Pro, that's what she bought me for Christmas because she said, she's awesome. She said, this is what you do. She understands this is what you do. This is what you do for a living. And
haven't we changed so much in the last couple of years from what we used to do to what we do now?
I don't know. You still masturbate. So what have you changed?
Say masturbate?
It's after 9. Don't say that.
Say that after 9.
You got to be like somewhat.
You have to use different words.
Yes, word substitutes. Okay, Mike.
They
Casey, I
confused
think
me.
me and Casey understands. Mike, you need to do word substitutes like you do girlfriend substitutes.
So I can't.
She's not in town. You have a blow up doll.
Okay.
See the difference?
Okay, so let's say I'm not allowed to do Shaolin Kung Fu on my penis.
Don't say the P word.
Yeah, use a different word.
Just word substitute.
What you call it on a regular basis? It's got a name, right?
Fred,
Bread.
Tony, whatever name you call him.
Shawty.
He's gonna start singing "Shorty Swim My
I
Way."
know.
You're screwing him up, Casey.
Sorry,
You're screwing him
sorry
up.
about that.
You say "Shorty" and he starts laughing. You know why? Because he hears it way too much. What up, Shorty?
Y'all shut up. Oh, I don't even want to be a part of it. Can we talk about
She
something
calls it Shorty. No, she called it Stubby. And he's like, no, I like the Shorty
else?
word
Stop,
better.
God, why do we have to talk about that?
Now he's getting mad.
We heard
I'm
his
not getting
feelings.
mad.
Your Will feelings
It's
got hurt.
Oh.
Man, what the how did I become the target of y'all's affection? Shut the hell up.
You know you stroked something wrong. Literally.
Literally.
You have a lump on your testicle and you don't have any testicles.
So he has to go straight.
Oh, y'all go to hell.
He's going straight for
Straight
insults.
That's how I roll.
Oh my God. Everybody's going to be reaching out to us in a second because that's going to be funny.
Okay, well, I got a
Hold
question.
on. I got to read what Little Richard just wrote.
Okay.
So Little Richard just goes, I'm about to puke because you said puking 8 times in one sentence.
Little Richard said that?
Yeah, that was
He counted.
several minutes ago.
I-
Counted.
I bet you every time.
And
he
Jacob
pukes,
is laughing at you going, ha, ha, ha.
Jacob is handicapped. He's in a freaking wheelchair. If he's in a, you know what? Take some meds and laugh at everything, you freaking stoner. Jesus.
Mike, you're just jealous because
Oh,
he's
yeah, I'm
closer
jealous.
to California. I mean, closer to Colorado to get those.
Yeah.
Look, I just
Who
got to
is
point
this?
this out. Don't you hate when you get these
No.
stupid friends
No,
requests?
I don't.
There is no way
There's-
this
you
girl
notice-
wants to be my
No,
friend.
she-
You know
How
that.
many mutual friends do you have?
Yeah, well,
She only has 2 friends.
and I'm one of them.
And look, in the picture that I'm seeing,
And I'm
there's
seeing
her
the
2 friends.
They're my friends.
There's no way that penthouse model wants to be my friend or
Brown-
hustler
and her name
model.
is
Okay, here,
Brown
I got-
John.
Can't say Playboy anymore.
I got a question. When all those, and it's, I get 3 or 4 a day. I mean, I just delete them obviously because you can't have that many friends. What is the point? Whoever's doing these pages, what's the point? I don't understand.
I don't know.
If
man.
you like it, it's not like they're going to get. You're not going to get any information out of me on Facebook. I don't understand what. is
Dude,
the
I have
point?
you on a show and can't even get information out of you.
You are so the brother I never liked. You're the
Oh,
brother
that
I
is
never liked,
awesome.
and you're the brother I never trusted. I'm in the bathroom. So, yeah. Oh wow, terrible.
That was awesome.
Hey, so let's get on kind of a we're in a good mood and we're joking. So
we
let's
got a
keep-
phone prank we're going to
let's
be doing.
keep
I know
the
that.
joking going. From what I understand, there was a huge amount of protest, kind of erupting or festering. What would you call it? Since I got to do word substitute, the word I wanted to say
Fester
is
was a good word.
like,
that was actually
you
a
know,
bright,
a
smart
bubbly
word.
shit going on in most of
Hey,
these little
and then
cities.
you ruined it
Yeah.
by cussing.
That was I
Word
substituted. I
substitute.
said
No.
bubbling.
You meant to say sheet.
I did
Sheet.
say that, just not the
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah, well, you
version.
need this. You're Irish today. It's
I don't
sheet.
get it. Why
Word
are
substitute.
They, okay, obviously the woman that shot the guy, she was wearing a body cam.
Right.
Okay, they didn't release.
Okay,
that
hold on.
immediately.
This female one, I know nothing about.
Okay.
All I know is they all over Facebook yesterday. She's been sentenced or
She's
charged.
been charged.
I don't even know what she's been charged of. What happened?
First degree
Manslaughter.
manslaughter.
Okay, what
Okay,
actually happened?
Here's the thing: is
You can give me the truth and then give me the Black Lives Matter
okay.
version.
Well, there was a helicopter.
Sorry, that was a joke.
Yeah.
That was an insult. But seriously, I need the 2 versions.
There was a helicopter and a dash cam that got released of the incident. The guy's walking back to his car. His hands are up. He gets by the vehicle. His hands go down. They tase him, and then she shoots him. Okay, that is in a nutshell
Pretty
what
much
happened.
what happened.
Okay, now they said yesterday morning that she was wearing a body cam, everything, audio and visual. They showed it to investigations, and it was part of an investigation, so it's evidence. So it wasn't going to be released. They showed it to the family of the gentleman that got shot. Right after that, they charged her with first-degree manslaughter.
Right.
So here's the deal. I
1, 2, 1.
how
Sorry,
can
I'm fixing my
it
gate.
be first-degree manslaughter?
What
It's not like she set out
I need to
to
know
do
what
this.
happened.
I just explained it to you, Scott.
Basically, they were on another. They were going to another.
I'm not asking how she
call.
got charged. I want to know what the story.
They were on the way
is.
to another call. This car was broke down in the middle of the.
But I've seen this.
the
This
road.
SUV's like on the yellow line, right?
So
right.
this is where it all starts.
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
That's where it all starts because it's just a
He's just broke down.
in the middle of the road,
Broke down.
and that's where it starts. I mean, that's
And what
basically what's
happened?
up.
Or does anybody really have an idea? I mean, she
No.
pulled up. How did the engagement happen? How did this happen? Is my question.
Well, I mean,
I hadn't heard any stories.
Most of the video you see, I mean, he's looks like he's complying, but I mean,
Well, he's walking away from him,
He is-
so I would say he's not complying.
well, maybe, but he does have his hands up.
yeah.
He does
Okay,
have
so
his hands up.
but here's
so-
the pulled you over. You've just got done doing a stint for drug dealing. Obviously, they had him out of the car, so they had to check his license.
Right.
Hopefully, so they got some background information. Ironically enough, a police helicopter was hovering over. I know that sounds weird, but hey,
Quinky dink.
I don't know. He could have
it
just
was-
been up there. You
yeah.
know, he could have just been
Okay.
up there patrolling.
Well, but there were. I mean, it was him and because of her and 2 other cops. I mean, it was a several police officers. It
Yeah,
wasn't just her.
yeah.
So this didn't just happen then if there was enough of that there to see it. Okay, so here's my thing. They're now trying to say that she's had priors where she's beat up her boyfriend. She's been charged with possession of marijuana before or substance
Yeah.
tested positive for marijuana. I don't know. It's
I
just
don't
bits and
know either.
pieces, you know, and what they're showing. Everybody's showing different bull stories, you know.
Little chunkies.
So I was just trying to figure it out. So he was broke down on the side of the road or in the middle of the road. They started asking him questions. He wasn't complying. She felt threatened, popped him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whether that be the truth or not the truth, we'll find out more. But yeah, Mike,
It won't. The volume.
that's
won't
what you
go.
get for watching videos during the show.
Well, it's something I was going to talk about, but now I'm not. So there.
So there.
I don't understand. I really don't.
I don't either because that's why I asked.
How does a police officer that goes through all that training and everything else gets in an engagement like this and does the shooting, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent? How does an officer get charged with first-degree manslaughter? You know, because you could just about construe that for every time a police officer fires their weapon
Well,
and there's a fatal
murder is
reaction.
showing intent. Manslaughter is showing an accident.
She's a police officer. Isn't there?
So if this, okay, so with that being said, do you feel that the district attorney says, okay, because we're taking all this heat, we have to charge her with something. Let's charge her with something that we know will get thrown out of court. So let's charge her with first degree manslaughter because that's considered an accidental death. Like if I accidentally kill somebody driving, but they do show that I was in some small way negligent of said wreck, then all they can do is charge it as manslaughter.
I know, but
Can't
here's-
charge it as homicide. They have to charge it as manslaughter. So are they going to charge her with
okay.
manslaughter knowing it's
Okay.
probably going to get dismissed?
I'm
But
on
we charged her to make the crowd happy. Go ahead.
okay, public opinion shouldn't form law.
That doesn't matter. That's not the world we live in right now.
I know, but I've been on the other side. I've been
We're not talking about my side or your side. We're talking about
No,
right
but
now.
if you'll give me
Are
3
they?
seconds,
I
I'll
know,
give
but
you
you're
the
going to try to
analogy.
define why it should be legally right. We're trying to explain why they're probably doing it the way they're doing it.
Well, I know, but the point of the matter is if we continue to do this, guess what? There will not be any law enforcement. Why would you go do this job? I'm going to be in this position with a drug dealer. I'm going to be in this position with people that do not comply to my commands, that I have been trained and certified as a post-certified officer. I carry a badge and a gun, and you're expecting me to go out there. This is like freaking OCD and freaking RoboCop. You go out there, all you're going to do is go out there to get your ass whooped and then get charges placed against you? Who's going to do that for $12 an hour?
But again, we're going to charge her with something so that everybody quits their crying. That's what they're doing. Instead of being the government that stands up and go right, wrong, indifferent, shut up, we're doing our job. Let's cater to the people.
Well, and it's by catering to the people, what it's doing is it's demonstrating.
It's created the problem, which we still have.
Where you've got 13-year-old kids that will not disperse when a police officer tells them to get the hell out of the way.
Yes.
They pull out their phone and they say, I ain't got to do nothing. You ain't really a police officer, blah, blah, blah. And that's because they know that, one, if that police officer grabs them to move them out, they're just going to fall on the ground and start screaming abuse. And it ain't worth it for $12, $13 an hour. So
yes, Lou just said it the same way I'm presenting it. She can be charged but never found guilty. That's what I'm getting at is, okay, for instance, when I was 16 years old, I got in a wreck and I hit 3 parked cars in said wreck. Well, they got me charged with hitting a fixed object.
You were charged.
Charged.
Well,
in 86, that was a citation that existed for hitting a fixed object. Well, I got charged with hitting a parked car and hitting a fixed object because the cars took out a mailbox. So that was 2 charges. Okay, or 2 tickets. Well, in 91, I was backing out of my driveway, and a neighbor of mine let one of his guests park where they knew it was a blind spot for me. So Alan Oberlander had no idea that Craig parked there. I backed out of the driveway. I didn't think about somebody being parked there, and I hit Craig's car. Well, when the DeKalb County guy showed up, I'm like raising hell because you just let my insurance pay it. Don't give me a ticket. Well, because it was a county road, he said, I have to cite you. So me and him are not arguing, but I'm like, come on, dude, you're just going to mess up my insurance because this idiot parked here. He was blocking a mailbox, which you're technically not supposed to be blocking a person's driveway and blocking a mailbox at the same time. Craig's like, look, man, let's not do a ticket. The guy says, I can't. I have to do a ticket.
No.
So, well, because it was a public road. Well, the guy charged me with hitting a parked car, and I'm raising hell. And the dude's looking at me going, dude, just take the ticket. Just take the ticket. And I kept arguing. Well, then after his body, back then it was just dash cams. After all that, I turned off. He goes, that citation doesn't exist anymore. He said, this will get thrown out of court. He said, but I had to write you something.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh,
okay.
Okay. He's like, but I couldn't say it when the damn dash cam was running.
Now, would that show up on your record?
No, because it gets dismissed. It's never a ticket.
Well, I know the DA's got to go through that stuff and just pitch it.
But you look at these things with all of that. I mean, just the shootings and all. I mean, if you look at the raw footage, and this thing's gonna be analyzed, over
100,000 times.
It does look like he has his hands up.
Right.
There's no obvious threat to anyone's life.
But our problem is what part of the video are we seeing? Right. Are we seeing 100% of the beginning of the video, or are we seeing what the media is letting us see?
So what we're seeing as far as raw video, what we're shown, it looks like, a tase should have been sufficient.
Right.
It was required. It didn't look like anything was threat to the police officer's life.
Right.
That's the only thing that I have an issue with on this one.
Right.
It doesn't like a threat,
I mean, are they trying to say he was walking back to his vehicle? I haven't seen any video, mind you. So are they trying to say he was walking back to his vehicle and may have had a gun?
And may have been reaching in for something.
So the guy in Charlotte, they said was.
Right.
And this one is a may.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, like I said, I've been on the other side of the fence, man, and where you have people that are contemplating pulling the trigger or not pulling the trigger in a deadly situation because of the ramifications. And they're in my case, they were soldiers, but now I'm talking about police officers. Do we want police officers, and this is going to be really stupid, do we want police officers doing that moment of pause to think before they discharge their weapon?
Okay, well, let's word this. The last time I had a gun pulled on me, I was at Ellis Street in Piedmont, and this crackhead had a 38 and pulled it out of his right pocket. He was to the right of me, my 3 o'clock position, and the way I was facing, I was having to turn my head to look down. There was nothing. I mean, all I could do was keep looking him in his eyes, and I kept trying to talk him out of it.
How fast did the situation manifest itself?
It's strange as it is. My cousin Selena, her dad is who I worked with back then. And we were standing there getting something to eat. This dude's cracked out of his mind. And Bill and them had already ordered their food and was ahead of me in the line and was already sitting down towards the door. But Bill kept looking back while we were in line talking to me. This dude was behind me, and I kept hearing him mumble. And at this time, my back is towards the front door. My left arm was on the wall. I was kind of leaning on the wall. Bill was addressing me. And if you look at an L shape of the way the line goes to the counter and then goes to the right, you pay for your food.
Right.
So Bill keeps talking to me. Well, then about this time, Bill goes to sit down, and I'm turning to now look at Bill, and I'm leaning with my shoulders on the wall. I'm hearing this guy mumbling. And I kind of turn to my right and look at him, and I'm facing Bill and them talking to Bill. And Bill's like, hey, we got our food. We're going back. I said, no, you're going to sit there and you're going to wait. And they don't get what's going on because they can't see the guy's arm and him reaching in his pocket to get his gun. But the whole time the guy keeps going, hey, dude, keep looking at me. I'm going to pop his ass. And he's just drunk and cracked out. I mean, you could see his eyes, bloodshot, everything. He was trashed, mental issues or something. And all he kept saying was, I'm about to. And I just look at Bill and I'm like, y'all are not leaving me. And Bill's still like, oh, yes, we are. And I went, no. And then he goes, yeah, we're going to sit right here a few extra seconds. Because at that point, you realize this ain't a don't leave without me. Right. This is a you can't leave. Yeah. And I kept looking at the guy, and the guy finally kind of addressed me and said, so you got a problem too? Because we're all wearing the same shirts. And I went, dude, I don't know what is going on with you. I said, but he's talking to me. He's not talking to you. And he just kept going, look, I'll take all of you out. The problem is I'm the guy that's not 2 feet from the gun.
Yeah.
So when the gun goes off, I'm most likely going to be gut shot. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. It's kind of funny. He's not a sponsor with us, but, and I've been talking to him. It's just times are a little tough, I guess. The Aikido School of Self-Defense here in Conyers teaches what's called Ninho Goshin Aikido. And basically, it's self-defense. It's all self-defense. And it talks about these type of things. Somebody pulling a gun on you that close to you. And how to, but you know what? In a lot of ways, I'm not going to say it's magical and it's going to make the gun go away, but it does give you some self-confidence to maybe know which side to go to create an opportunity to protect yourself. So I would like to say, if something like this is bothering you or something like this is in your head, the Aikido School of Self-Defense is Sensei Stabile, either Mike or Ginger. They're great folks. DJ, whoever you sign up with. But go out and get some form of training, if anything, to build your self-confidence to create opportunities. If you need firearms training, call me. If you want to go,
I hear crickets. Can we hurry up?
You did a.
You're giving this huge plug for a dude that ain't sponsored. Keep going.
Well, no, I'm just saying anybody. You just talked about having. You know what? I've never had a gun pulled on me like that. Other than I broke up.
Yeah, dude, I've had a few.
And combat's different. Of course they're going to pull their guns.
Have you ever just, I mean, not in combat, but have you ever had just somebody shoot at you? Because I've had a 357 unloaded on me.
Nope.
And by the grace of God, I'm laying in a briar bush up against a building with a 8-foot chain link fence where my toes were and my shoulders pushed against a granite wall. And I'm laying in a total dress black outfit, laying in the dark, right? I'm on Buford Highway. And I'm just watching this guy on a 10-foot span of fence walking from the left to the right unload this gun. And if he ever would have aimed to his left all the way to that corner, he would have got me. But yeah. I mean, I'm talking, I'm witnessing a bullet go right past my kneecap, my elbow, and my left shoulder as he's shooting past me.
In combat, I have. But
yeah,
never
Yeah,
never in just like.
Yeah, when you're in combat, you're in the heat of the moment. You're returning fire. It's coming at you. I was there. The dude was trying to kill me, and there was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah,
all I could do. And what sucks is there's a 10-foot block wall behind me and an 8-foot chain link fence in front of me, and there's just enough. There's just enough room between the wall and the fence that my shoulders and my butt crack was pushing on the block wall, and my toes and my elbows were pushing on the chain link fence, just like you doing a cannonball to jump in a pool.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was. And my only option was to hope he ran out of bullets. Yeah, that is the worst feeling you'll ever go through in your life.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's really crazy.
I've never, ever, that night took me out of that equation, and I'll never go back.
It's funny in combat because, if you're not in your vehicle and all, it starts shooting and you got to move up because you got to suppress the threat. And then suddenly it dawns on you. I just ran to no cover.
Yeah.
You're hiding behind a bush going, oh, I'm screwed.
Yeah, man.
I'm just screwed. That's
This was 1990, and once I saw the guy coming at me, I just took off running. I went around a building. He followed me around the building, but as I went around the building, I was at a chain link fence dead end, and then I could see the block wall behind it, and then I could see it was 10 feet tall, and then I saw an open parking lot, and then all my mind said was, go over the fence with the barbed wire and pray you can climb that granite block wall. Pray your fingertips can touch each joint, and you could, because that's your only option. Because if I'd have stood and faced him in that alley, if you would call it that, I was going to be dead.
Yep, I get you, man.
So again, I took myself out of that equation. I never put myself there again. All right, Nick, next conversation. I have a buddy that actually works for the fuel company. He works at the place.
Distribution.
So right now is the bypass to the petroleum pipeline is operational now. The gas is flowing. Nice. Repair work continues on the pipe and cleaning the spill, et cetera, et cetera. It will take weeks or so to return to normal. So how many of you have had hard times finding gas when you need it? I know several report outages in areas, but that did not keep you from getting what you needed. My problem is this cat had texted me back when it first happened and said that all these people, WSB, everybody else is reporting outages. He's like, that's funny. They've not talked to me. He's like, I'm at,
isn't that crazy?
I'm at the building, and he's like, there's 300,000 gallons sitting here. Like, how do they think we're out? Nobody's talked to me. Like, how do they know more than me? I'm sitting here.
Goes back to media.
But it was the media that was hurting everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely. You
know, there was somebody who stopped in. They already had a full tank of gas, but they were going to top it off.
That's what caused everything.
You know.
So how about this? Ravens Renovation said, when those guys robbed me, if I would have had a gun, I would have definitely returned fire. Because he was robbed point blank. He walks out to his truck doing some remodel on some apartments or a house towards the Martin Luther King Boulevard. As he walks out, two gentlemen walk up. One didn't know the other one had a gun. Oh. So only one had the gun, which means Chris, the victim, and the B, the other accomplice, had no idea A was fixing to pull that gun. He just thought they were going to bully him and rob him, right? Or at least that's what the other robber guy thought until the gun pulled out. And then it's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? At this point, give up your stuff.
Wow. Yeah, that wouldn't have been good because there have been a lot of confusion. Yeah. Not cool.
Well, and how would you feel if you were not the victim, but the accomplice B? And this didn't go
robbery to armed robbery.
That's right. Or shooting.
Or shooting.
You now serve time. Yeah, I ain't a rat, but I'm rolling on your ass because you did something I wasn't in on. We didn't plan on this.
Damn, that would suck.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that happened to me.
Yeah, man. So what else? I was looking to see. We do have a birthday that we're going to pull off. Let's go to a break real quick. I know I got to catch up on some breaks. Give us a few minutes and we'll be right back.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm going to call my cousin Selena's husband. I need you to say that you're a neighbor and that his pool flooding all over the place.
Does his pool automatically refill or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, what county's he in? Okay, got it. No problem. Newton County Code. I'm Newton County Water Code Enforcement.
Is you saw water and you were.
I got it.
Well, what I'm saying is, water coming down the hill. I saw water coming down the hill, and I thought we had a busted pipe, so I was going to let the water department know.
No, I want to say
I walked up to the fence and noticed your pool split. Figured I better let you know.
I'm going to be Newton County Water Code Enforcement.
Start giving them hell about, here we've had a weird issue with with
in a drought. And
with a drought. I thought you were like filling up the pool and maybe left the hose in or something. I couldn't figure out why water was running, but then I noticed your pool was split in half, and it looks like a big pine tree has fallen through your pool, because they have a couple of big pines. Assuming a storm has happened, this big pine limb is now split off this pine tree. Just, you know what I mean? Scare the shit out of them. Pay it back. All right, we're back. We're plotting and scheming. So we're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you what's fixing to happen, because that would just be wrong of us now, wouldn't it? But we are plotting and scheming. So I don't even want to tell you what we're doing or who we're calling, because I don't want anybody. I mean, I might have already said too much a few minutes ago. But I don't want, and let me pull up his face so you see who he is. Oh, man, I was just there. Look at that. I was already prepared, somewhat prepared.
And what's the outcome here? Am I supposed to be torquing
And
this chain?
tomorrow is his birthday.
Right.
We want him to have a stroke.
Okay, good.
It's his birthday. His birthday's actually tomorrow.
Okay.
But this is who you're looking for. And I'm muting everybody but you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to reach Mr. Adam Burkhalter.
This is he.
Mr. Burkhalter, my name is Tal Cooley. I'm with the Environmental Compliance Division over at Newton County Water.
Okay.
Sir, do you have a is your location, your residential location, does it have an outdoor pool?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think this is hold on just a second, let me look at this report. 110 Autumn Cove.
Yes.
Okay, sir, we had to we got a complaint about water coming onto the curve, and I guess one of your neighbors thought it was a broken pipe, water flow pipe. But unfortunately, we were notified, sir. Apparently, your pool has somehow or another sprung a leak. It appears to me that a tree branch or perhaps a tree has fallen on the corner of it, and all of that water has now came down and done damage to your neighbor's place. And it's basically the backflow pressure has even gone down into the curb of the street. It's overflowing in the sewer, which obviously sets off our equipment, and then we have to have the assembly test data and maintenance report filled out.
Okay. Well, if this wasn't a joke, you know that I don't have sewer. I have a septic tank. So who is this?
Like I said, sir, it's Tal Cooley with Newton County. I didn't say that you had sewer, sir. I said it's running down into the road.
There's no sewer in the whole area where I'm at.
Well, there are drain pipes, sir.
No, there's not.
Well, yes, sir, there
Hey,
is.
who's
You may
playing-
not.
who's
You may
playing
not.
the joke on me. There's no drain pipes in the whole area. Who's playing the joke?
Okay, well, sir, there are drain pipes. There has to be drain pipes. I'm not sure
No,
where
there's
you
not.
work or what you do, but this is what I do for a living. And there are drain pipes. So obviously, there has to be water run up.
He keeps talking septic. You're not talking septic. You're just talking about street runoff.
I know. He thinks it's a joke. He almost positive it's a joke, though.
I'm gonna get him in a second.
Hey, Scott.
You're a dick. I can't believe you're going to argue with a county official like that. God.
All right. No, wait a minute. How did you know that fast? Seriously.
He turned it on as soon as he had the feeling.
Or somebody clued him
He's
into
listening.
it. Yeah, somebody clued him into it.
Man,
I hate people.
we were trying to get you for your birthday.
This is why I only deal with domestic animals.
And as soon as I hit Selena up, she said, y'all were out of town. I'm like, watch where we go.
Yeah.
We're fixing to talk about the busted pool.
Oh, man.
You would have been. You were good until you said something about the sewer pipe.
And that's why I was kind of looking at Mike like, damn it, man.
Oh, shut up.
But I mean, we would have never known. But I didn't mean, damn it, man, like you did anything wrong. But like, damn it, we lost it.
He started getting a little. You tell I could if I could have kept him going for another 5 minutes, I would have had him cussing.
Yeah, it would have been worth it.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Well,
when you said sewer and drain pipes, you lost it then.
yeah. Well, we just had to mess with you on your birthday. You know, it's not like Selena where we sent the dude, you know, after her with the mullet that wanted a haircut. She was off. It was Monday, you know, and Selena used to work right next door to where you were at Dirty Dogs. And this guy says, well, I'm a truck driver and I need to get my haircut before I got out of town. And she says, but it's Monday and I'm not at work. Well, can I come to your house? Well, brother, enjoy your birthday. I knew we wouldn't be able to get you tomorrow, so I'm like, we're gonna take full advantage today.
We're down at Wes's retirement party, man.
Awesome.
Oh, and see, you know, I remember seeing clips about it, but I'm like, dude, I can't make it. So, you know, at least you guys are down there. Have fun, enjoy it.
All right, buddy, appreciate it.
All right, see you
happy
later.
birthday,
Happy
man.
birthday.
All right,
All
thanks,
right, bye.
appreciate it.
Man,
you know what's really
almost
funny
had him.
yeah.
is whenever we do these, believe it or not, just like the one we did for the pampered puppy the other day, just those little things like that make somebody's day, man. I've had so many people call us back or text me back and go, dude, that was so funny.
Yeah.
You made my day. Thank you very much. It's such a great birthday. But then people listening to it,
Yeah.
they're like, they call me on my birthday. They did.
But you know,
I've had people give me their birthday.
But this is living proof of why when people go, I want you to prank somebody for me, and I go, I need information.
Yeah.
I have to have enough information to hang them, because if we can't hang them correctly, then
If you don't know enough, what are
it's
you
a
gonna hang
waste.
them on?
Who the hell would have told me you didn't have freaking sewer pipes? Jesus.
I know, right?
Yeah. Sir, I'd like to talk to you about the mole on your butt. You know, somebody told me about it. I think I'm gonna keep going with the county official ones, because when I try to go with I'm your friend or I met you in a bar, they get real skeptical real fast.
Yeah, the county official thing kind of works.
Yeah, because then they don't know.
Right.
You know. And damn, I don't even know what I said, but I said something about filling out a form.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I just babbled it
That was
off.
good.
I was like, where the hell
You're
did
just
that come
covering
from?
I gotta mute all the mics real quick because we're fixing to do one, and
Who's
and
doing it?
you are, and I'm gonna mute the mics real quick to
Well,
do this real quick. Hang on.
I don't.
All right, this one is gonna be dirty, and she's gonna cuss. But just do exactly what I said, and we'll see how quick this happens.
No,
I don't know that she's listening.
No, add to the pain, right?
Oh yeah, she'll snap.
Yes, this is Alfred E. Newman, and I'm looking for Holly Cripps.
Who is this?
Alfred E. Newman, who's this?
Hey. I told you. I knew
Great. Now she's
I
gonna
knew
hate
she
me.
was- I
It's
knew
not
she was
that
gonna
she
snap.
doesn't hate me now. She's
Sorry,
gonna
I can't take your call right now.
absolutely gonna hate me.
I was
Thanks,
trying to say
Scotty.
hey before she
Oh,
snapped.
you tried to stop
Yeah,
her, but
she's
she
sitting
was
there right now
gone.
going,
Yeah.
you know, I effing hate military. Mike. Watch, here it comes. Watch. Am I getting nervous? The woman hates me.
Sorry, I can't take your call right now. Please leave your name.
it's because she's
number, and a brief
cussing.
message,
Right now
and
she's
I'll return the
slinging
call.
stuff.
I just said I love you. Answer the phone.
Yeah, she's slinging stuff in the house right now, and she's like, "I swear, if he drives through Porterdale,
They're gonna get me.
They're gonna get you.
pick
They're
his
gonna wear
ass
me out.
up."
They're
done
gonna
for.
wear me out.
You're dead to
done
me.
for.
She's gonna murder me.
We'll be
She
bringing
is
you
going
some
to
soap on the
murder
road.
me.
Yeah. I'm toast.
You're toast. I'm the guy that did this.
She loves you, Scotty.
Not this much.
She loves you.
She loves me so much she's not answering the phone after I said
She's
answer the
gonna-
phone.
She's gonna cuss me out so bad, my breath is gonna
Sorry,
smell
I
like
can't
burnt
take
peanut butter. You know?
She's done with you, Scotty. She's like,
Oh yeah, she loves
No.
Scotty. She goes,
No, she don't. You just she's probably pissed right now.
Yeah, she's listening, going, ha 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 ha. Keep calling. assholes.
Hold on, I'm gonna send her a
It's not
voice
gonna help.
message. You hung up faster than I could get your attention.
That's not going to help.
Yeah,
It's-
that's not gonna help.
Yeah,
It's
She's
not
gonna
gonna help
kill
at all,
me.
Yeah, you better avoid
Yeah.
Porterdale for a little while.
She's going to
And-
kill me.
What scares me is they have friends all over. So I'm probably going to have to go to jail today.
I'm the guy that did it.
No, you're the guy that put me up to it, and I agreed.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
the
the way
guy.
Holly's
I'm the
gonna
guy
do it.
responsible
Yeah.
though.
This is what Holly's going to do. Holly's going to go, Scottie's such a nice guy. I know he put him up to it. but
Jeff
he
just said, "You made my mother-in-law's day." Really, Jeff? You're the one that yelled at me and said that I shouldn't have said
yeah. And
what I
Jeff,
said.
let's be serious. They're not your real parents. Okay. I just live with it. Oh, don't show the baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You know who Alfred E. Newman is, Lou.
Yeah, but what it
Jesus.
is that it's
Mad TV.
that, no.
Mad Magazine.
There's been a person that's aggravated her a few times that goes by that fake name. So I was trying to be funny, and it went.
You know who
Went
Alfred E.
south.
Newman is.
I know exactly who it is.
Okay.
The Mad Magazine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say. That's-
But I was trying to catch it before she snapped on me, and she's ready to snap on me now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's aligned her adjectives.
She's going to hurt me. She's going to hurt me. She is going to be so mad at
Not
me.
even gonna answer.
Yeah, she's not even going to answer.
She's just sitting there percolating.
Yeah, she's percolating.
Sorry, I can't take your call right now.
She's going
Please
to
leave your
kill
name,
me.
Number and a brief message,
Which I
and
think
I'll
is
return the
awesome.
call as soon as I can. Thanks, and have a great day.
Hey, you know what I found?
Hey, I was trying to birthday.
At the tone, please record your voice
I'm
message.
impatient.
When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, I love you. I was trying to yell hey before you hung up. I was totally messing with you. It's your birthday. Well, it's coming up your birthday. There's no way I could prank you because you're on everything I do. So that was the only thing I could come up with. And it was maybe a little distasteful. So I love you. Don't kill me. Bye. So out of everybody else's pranks, that one's going to backfire on me.
Gonna backfire on you. Yeah. You
That one's gonna backfire on me.
avoid Porterdale for a little
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. There won't be no more. They see me
Mouth
rolling.
Yeah, I'm thinking change my name from Military Mike to Mud.
Slade Smith.
Mud. I'm just gonna go by Mud. You're Mud. So apparently they're filming a lot of the Walking Dead stuff around town, huh?
And they do that all the time.
I know, but they like shut down some roads and all. Isn't that a cool picture of American Family Insurance, the James Stone agency?
Yeah, how
here in
cool is it
Memphis?
when you see a picture and it's from a cop, meaning they were driving by protecting your business?
Yeah, well, it's nighttime too, and signs all lit up.
And guess what tonight is? Guess what tonight is? Guess what tonight is?
Friday.
Longmire starts tonight.
Now, so did Toby really call you?
Did you hear me? Longmire, Netflix. It all comes out today. Zay's sick. I get to stay home and watch Netflix.
You know you're old when you're excited about staying home on a Friday night to watch television.
Yeah, well, she's home today,
Hey,
and I
can I-
can't leave. I'm watching some friggin' Longmire.
So you're in a relationship, right? No,
Yes.
oop, here we go.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Just for fun radio.
Hello.
Hi there. I'm calling for Alfred E. Newman.
Oh, God. You don't sound like Holly.
Oh, man. What is this, fun radio?
Yeah, just for fun radio.
You guys are out of control, man. I'm not on the air, am I?
Yes. As a matter of fact, you are. So say something that we can't bleep out. No. Say something that we don't have to bleep out.
Well, okay. All right. You guys really scared her, okay?
I know, and that's why I just left her a voicemail. I'm like, Holly, because I was trying to yell before she hung up. Because her birthday was coming up, and I'm like, there's nothing I could do to prank her. And I told Mike, I said, just say that name real fast. And he said it the second time, and I'm like, oh, God. And as soon as I was going, hey, it was too late. Phone was in hang up motion.
Well, that's okay. I recognize your voices, so I appreciate it, guys. Y'all be safe. Okay?
Yeah, let her listen to my voicemail I left her.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you.
I won't drive through Porterdale, I promise. Yeah, he's not happy.
I know.
You suck, Scotty.
I know. It's the only thing
Way to
I
go,
could come up
Scotty.
with. I shouldn't have done
Thanks
it.
a lot, Scotty.
I shouldn't have done it. Just for fun.
Hello?
Scotty,
Hey, I shouldn't have done it. I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
that's not funny. It's not funny.
I just said that.
Who is this?
This is Scotty.
But don't do that to me.
I just, hey, I'll talk to you after air. I was trying to catch you before you hung up. So, but I'll talk to you after air. I'm sorry. Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, I apologize. I was just trying to mess with her a little bit and didn't think it was going to go that bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might
Yeah.
owe her
I owe her.
something,
Yes, I know.
Definitely.
I never would have in a million years figured it would have done that. But that just points out you're never sure of another person's perspective because you're not in that person's then you're never in that person's shoes. So
that one off your list.
Don't ever do that one. That one. And I couldn't think of nothing else to do. I mean, I was like, I can't mess with her on her birthday. But me and her have been dealing with a. I'm just gonna say it. There's an idiot that has harassed her a couple of times, who has tried to go by that name. And the problem is the idiot has landed on my radar. So I've actually been going after the guy. So I've had, reported him to Facebook and everything else. So, but I truly did not ever in a million years think it was to that level. Like I never would have known it was to that level. You know what I mean? But again, when you never see another person's perspective because you're not in their shoes. So the level of harassment in which I thought I saw is not the level of harassment that that person probably has dealt with. Right. Because I don't know their perspective, truly. Right. So that right there just goes to show what harassment can do to a person.
Yeah, just talk to her afterwards.
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
And it'll smooth it over.
Mike, come back. Nobody in a million years would have ever known it was to that point. Like I really didn't realize that form of harassment had gone to that point.
That's pretty sad though when it gets to
it is. It really is sad when you have somebody to that point. And again, I apologize because I didn't know it. I had no clue it was to that point. I mean, if I did, I would not have done that if I'd had a clue.
Oh, I know.
But it just goes to show, we love Facebook, but you don't know. You never know what happens, But think about the guy that was sending harassing stuff, and I mean, it was so far to the point that he was. We ended up calling the parole board to get the guy locked back up because that was the guy that had been harassing my wife.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that.
Several of my sponsors, their wives had been harassed. Tons of other people had been harassed. Again, I didn't know. I had no clue it was to that level, though. I do apologize for that. Mike, get back on the mic. Mike feels like crap now. Mike, I'm the one that put you up to it. You did nothing wrong.
You, Mike.
I should have been more concerned about that part. I like I said, I had no clue it was to that point, though.
Well, talk to her later, and
I will. I'll talk to her.
Make sure she's okay.
Yeah,
and I just kind of know that. Then avoid that. So,
Mike, get on the microphone.
Goodbye.
Oh my God! Now you can't be a D nugget because you feel bad. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm the one that kind of puts you up to it. Like again, though, I never in a million. Like her birthday's coming up Sunday and all. I thought we are just gonna mess with her a little bit. I had no clue. It was to that point. I mean, if I would have, I never would have. So, okay, Mike, let's make it feel more awkward in here. Oh my God! Do you want me to go get you some baby wipes? Some boo-boo squirts, as you call them. Anyways, you guys, we're going to get out of here because it is definitely an odd feeling in the room now because Mike's on another play in it. And, of course, he did nothing wrong. So it's weird that he's feeling this bad and he didn't even do nothing. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you on the other side. Again, I would have never in a million years know it was quite to that level. So I do feel horrible. I should not have done that. But it just does paint a picture of the fact that there's lots of things that goes on in people's lives that we're unaware of. And you never know. You never know what's going on in somebody else's life until you have to walk a mile in their shoes if you go with that saying. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, you guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for coming in again.
Anytime,
you know what I mean?
Enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, don't think I might not be texting you again because as soon as we know, Stephanie's dealing with her daughter being sick. Right. So, she may be better over the weekend. She may not be better. Let me know.
You know where I'm at.
And then, of course, I got to go upstairs and 10 to 1 myself.
Yep.
All right, everybody, have a great day. We'll see y'all on the flip side. Make sure you don't do anything, apparently, that I would do because it will get you in trouble. We will see y'all later.
Peace out.
Bye on video, you guys.